Welcome to the Barbarian Horde, live on Bearded Barbarian Collectibles and Chased Kingdoms YouTube channels. From one barbarian to another, this live will make you go running for your mommies, enjoy the occasionally appropriate humor, and the epic giveaways. If you can't handle sarcasm and playful jabs at others' expenses, go and run for the chopper! So don't be a girly man, and make sure to subscribe to all of tonight's guests' channels, or I will hunt you down and find you. Now, let's start the darn show! Barbarian! Barbarian!
Hey, everybody, it's Thursday. That's right, it's Thursday night. Hopefully everybody's here, going to have a fun old time. Hope it's been nothing but rain here in good old Virginia. Hopefully you've been having nice weather and having a fun. You had a nice Memorial Day weekend, etc. We're going to have a fun night tonight. Keep saying fun. I'm trying to brainwash you into convincing you it's going to be fun. I propose, just pull back the curtain a little bit. I proposed an idea for this evening to talk about some high highs and low lows. And as we were chatting back here, I didn't realize there were some really low lows these people had. And look, anything said on this group, I had nothing to do with it. The only thing I have anything to do with is this mouth right here. So, I hope nobody gets offended or anything like that. But it'll be a fun time. We're just going to talk about the good old days of YouTube and what fun things we happen and so on and so forth. But enough of all that. You'll get to hear and see. Plus, of course, we have some fun giveaways. I got great stuff on there. And you'll hopefully enjoy it. Anyway, enough of all that. Here he is, our good old pal and co-host for this evening and every evening, Chase from Chase's Kingdom. What's up, buddy?
Another Horde variety show.
It's going to be real variety tonight, I hear. I don't know. I mean...
Well, this is a new one.
Edgier version. The edgier version of the variety?
We literally had like 3 minutes. Oh, well, maybe let's talk about... And the next thing you know, oh, yeah, well, we forgot about all these things. So the highs and the lows.
Hopefully it won't get too low. We'll get low-ish. How does that sound? Maybe that'll be
Call some people
happy.
Out.
No. Hopefully we won't name any names this evening.
Is JKL going to be coming on with a rant? Or?
No rants from JKL.
Send one in, maybe?
Well, you know what grinds my gears? Oh.
Which I got to put that one together for Nick.
We got to do a new one. Now we've fallen off a little bit.
We'll do a new round. We got to do a new round of this. So.
I got lots of things that grind my gears. I don't know about you, so...
So, welcome once again to an all-new Barbarian Horde variety show with your host, Bearded Barbarian, Chase's Kingdom. Come hang out with us Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern on Chase's Kingdom and Bearded Barbarian Collectibles channels. We have fun guests most of the time, like tonight's guests.
We're including them in the good guests? Wow. Okay, my bad.
So change up some of these intros because One guy I haven't seen in months.
I know. Lost. Put him on a milk carton. We'll go looking for him.
We wanted to get started with him. He was here last week, wasn't he? And then I could have swore he said, if after the show, like, if you guys go live next week, I'll probably be there.
Yeah, but he had a puzzled look in his face. I don't know that,
I'm thinking those power thrust exercises might have paid off.
You think he pulled out? I thought he pulled something. I thought he was in traction this week or something. Maybe.
Well, if you're new to the show, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're not, hit the thumbs up. If you're new, hit the subscription notification bell. Future videos, future content like this. We're the Barbarian Collectibles and Chase's Kingdom. Let's get our guests up in here and get this show on the road. If you hear a drive-by rock and roller, you ever be sitting, well, I don't know where you live. It might be rural territory, but my house, every once in a while, you'll hear a car go by and they're just blasting like AC/DC or something. I'm in Florida, so every time I'm like, was that Mama J? I think that might be Mama J. So if you hear some rock and roll outside drive by, probably Mama J. What's up, Mama
It probably
J?
will be me. Only time I turn it down is when I need to see better. I'm at that age now.
You turned it down. My teeth are vibrating. What's going on, girl? How's everything going tonight?
I don't know. It's been a lot lately, but
I know. Well, the ceiling fell in.
The ceiling fell in. My parents had to put their last fur baby down. He was
dear.
He'd been blind, but then he had 2 strokes in one day, and so they had to end up having to put him down. That was about a week ago. Their house has been so empty, they're going crazy. They went today and adopted a 9-year-old cat that had been in the shelter because their owner passed away and nobody could take it, so they felt bad and they took it home with them.
Nice.
Nobody's gonna adopt that 9-year-old cat. They're going for kittens. My mom's like,
everybody does.
This nice little old cat here, and I'll go back later and get a kitten.
That's nice.
Very awesome.
Yeah.
You have to let us know what the name is. Do you know the name?
They did. It was pre-named Dynamite, but obviously we name our cats. We name our cats after musicians, so the cat had to have a name change. So my mom told my dad, "All right, you have 3 choices: Tip Jar, which is the name of an album." I said, "We are not naming any cat Tip Jar." So my mom said, "Tip Jar, Kenny, or Chesney." Well, the cat's name is Chesney.
It's Chesney. Oh, no.
Chesney. That's a weird
Kenny
name
Chesney,
for a cat.
because Kenny Chesney's a country singer. I'm sure you've heard of him.
I have.
Yeah.
Chesney.
But Dynamite's
And
got to be
Tip
the
Jar
name
is
of a
his
singer.
latest
Isn't there a
album.
singer named
My
Dynamite?
mother's on a Kenny page. That's
There
why.
should be. If not,
There's a stripper named Dynamite.
Let's Google
there's
that.
got to be a
You
singer
know what?
named
When I hear
Dynamite.
Dynamite, you know what I think of? I think of
Dynamite.
JJ from that show back in the day.
Yeah. There you go. Dynamite.
And he used to
That's
go,
right.
Dynamite. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
there's some
But
songs.
we
No
always name
singers.
our
No
cats,
singers?
our animals in general, after either a character from something or usually most 90% of them are named after musicians.
No.
All 3 of mine are. I have
Yeah, I
Sid
gotta-
Vicious, I have Bon Jovi, and I have Noah Drake, but that's actually Rick Springfield, but Noah Drake was a character he played.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Okay,
they're always named after rock stars, The ones they just lost was Toby Keith. So
Well, he's a country singer. That's not a rock star.
it's still a musician.
Oh, we're using the term very loosely.
Hey,
I
Funko
don't
is
count
rock for
country musicians as.
every type of music there is, and I'm a Funko collector.
Mhm.
Good try. Well, we do have another guest. I think he's just entering the atmosphere. I think I just heard him. I swear I heard him. Yep,
Oh.
that was definitely him. Yep, quick draws here. Man, I'm sure he just got back from some crazy escapade with the mighty Power Seeker. I'm sure they've been keeping him quite busy. So I'm sure he's thankful to be here to take some downtime because I'm sure they keep him really busy too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Any minute now. Oh, Saber's out. Oh. That's perfect. Quick draw, McGraw.
What's up, buddy?
Yes, landed. What's going on? Good draw.
Not too
man?
much. Just chilling.
How's the band doing? Everything good with them guys?
Well, the singer, singer's off on an escapade for a couple days.
Escapade.
Gotta watch them alien women, man. Those alien women. You never know
Yeah.
what's going on with them.
Yeah, the guitarist is still lost in a black hole. I don't know where he's at.
Mhm.
And the drummer
What's
still
that?
has this thing going on with him.
That sounds like much of a band. If everyone is literally in a different place, you got issues. Y'all got issues.
It's called a hiatus.
That's a band.
Yeah.
Don't you know? Members of famous bands all
cats.
have issues.
Yeah.
You know? They're getting ready. They're preparing themselves
Except for
Preparing
the bass
themselves
player.
for what?
Chill, man.
for
We don't have
issues.
we talk
They have
to the
nothing-
bass player 'cause we don't have
they-
issues.
They really had nothing to do here on Earth since they destroyed the AI, but it's coming back. So the AI is coming back strong, so they'll be back soon.
Okay, so that's the plan.
Interesting.
All right.
I know you can't believe anything you see on the internet anymore. Everybody's using that AI to make videos, and you're just
Oh,
like,
I hate that AI.
you have to
Every
watch it
time
like
I-
15
no.
times. But like,
Well, how do we know
That
you're not
looks fake.
AI? Man, are you really here now?
I don't know. That's the
I don't
thing.
know
Would
either.
AI
Do
do this to
we
this
know?
channel?
I
I
don't
can't
even know if
imagine
I'm
AI
AI.
would do something like this. There's no way.
The old Matrix thing is happening. Oh shit. Oh, that's-
I might be. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There you go.
Well,
All
it's
right.
definitely good to see you, man. It's been quite a while, so I mean, shit.
Yeah.
About a couple months now.
Been trying to keep a little busy.
All right. I mean, I know you're still. Are you still doing the vintage toy thing? Are you still on the hunt for the vintage?
Yes.
So you're one of the only cats I know that's still.
Father's
into
Day. Father's Day. There's a big toy show happening in Mullica Hill, and I'm going to be attending. So
Okay.
if I can
Looks
find
cool.
me some more Ghostbusters to
Some
finish
more
out the line.
Ghostbusters. Nice.
Sounds cool.
Nice. Oh yeah. All right, man. Well, let's get this show on the road. Tonight's subject: best and worst memories. As far as when we started doing this,
I'm gonna go
crazy
first.
live
Here,
YouTube videos.
I'm going to go first and give an example of what I was thinking, and then everyone
And then
will
we're
take
all
a
gonna
report
go.
back
Then it'll
and
tailspin
say,
from
"Oh,
there.
Now I know."
Okay.
Make the children leave the rooms.
Right.
This isn't going to be Jerry Springer. This is what more. I was thinking more Phil Donahue. You know what I mean?
Oh,
On a bad
no,
night.
we're all
You know what I
Gary
mean?
Springer over here.
No.
Let's message some people and say, start sending random links to people. Join us so we can just parade you
Right?
live.
No.
Yeah, I guess
That's for after dark. We'll save that for the after dark. All right, you guys. Well, you know how we do. Right away, we get to some shout outs. And make sure you hit that thumbs up. Notification bell, future videos, future content like this. With Bearded Barbarian Collectibles, Chase's Kingdom, the Barbarian Horde, tonight's guests, Mama J, and Quick Draw. Let's get it going. I really got to work on those intros. 2 of the people aren't even like, damn it. That's going to be a lot of intros, though.
Well, I don't think it has to be perfect. I think you get the gist of it.
Okay. They're like,
Do our
where's
best.
Ray's? Don't you know JKL? People are critical, don't you know?
Well, then tell them to send them to me. I'll direct them in the right place.
Okay. Straighten them out.
Straighten them out. I'll straighten them out.
People are
What's
critical.
going on, my man?
Write that
What's
on
up,
your
Nick?
worst.
What's up, Nick?
On your worst.
Late. Shaggy! What's going on? Welcome to the
All right.
show. We're gonna have some fun.
Did
We're
you
gonna
do
have
that
some fun
logo? Was that your logo?
tonight. It doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. It's pretty good though.
That's a nice one.
I could probably make it better.
It's not just like a single letter and a color, like a pink P or anything like
I
that
like
we used
it.
to run
Yeah, that's
into,
what I'm
right?
saying. At least it's something.
Every time we see a letter, it's like, I could fix that for you.
I can fix that for you.
I can always figure. Just message me. I'll hook you up. Cat Daddy Carnage. What's going on, my
Cat
man?
Daddy.
That's his logo.
Daddy? Yeah, there's one of mine. There you go.
This one of yours.
Holy smokes! Holy smokes!
Vincent.
Is that what I think it is?
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
I haven't seen you in a long time. It's late.
We're not
It's
gonna-
gotta be late.
I'm telling you, we're not talking about Pop's Chaos, so that will not be talked about this evening.
According to you, I decide what I talk about. You try to decide what you talk about.
Okay, but if you pull the trigger, then I'm gonna have to pull the trigger.
We'll see. We'll see when we get there.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm a nice person. What can I say?
Hails to the Pop the Heat, man. Definitely good to see you. Hey, we're gonna do
Mhm.
dad jokes maybe at the end. So, in
Dad
honor
jokes.
of the old show, Hot Topics,
Hot
Mr.
topics.
Mr. L from the JKL Awesome and Pop the Heat.
Mhm.
James, I heard there was a fake James Willie around. No, not this
That
week.
was last
See,
week. Last week,
you
Yeah.
called him out. That's why he's not.
he went scurrying. He went scurrying in the other direction.
Oh wow! Hey,
Frog
what's
Pop,
going
look out, buddy.
on, Frog
I haven't
Pop?
seen you in a while. All
He's
right. I
relocating,
appreciate you coming.
that's why he was relocating.
Oh, okay.
What's going on, my man?
He popped down to another lily pad. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he went from
Is that
one
it?
lily pad to another. The lily
Okay.
pad he was on, he wasn't feeling too happy there anymore. So he needed a nice fresh lily pad.
Mhm.
Okay.
Understood.
I was just moving your magnet. I was like, oh, I'm looking for a magnet. Oh, fuck, I got everybody's channel. If you send me a magnet, I'll send you one back. But
There you go.
anybody that sends me a magnet goes on the the kitchen fridge.
There you go.
That's funny. I just saw that right for the show. Beth.
That's one thing I've never done. I've never done a magnet.
You know, I've done them,
man.
I just haven't done one in a while.
Hmm.
It's a brand
wait
new
for those
thing.
deals. You gotta wait for the deal
I've done a
because they are
tattoo, but I
little
haven't got
pricey.
anyone to tattoo it. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to put the tattoo on. You know what I mean? Actually,
Oh, yeah.
that's not true. I actually had someone do an actual tattoo. But as far as like the fake tattoos, nobody put one.
Yeah, yeah.
No, so
All right.
It's this Barbarian Horde shield tattoo right here in the corner. That would be pretty badass.
You want the bat removal one? See if I can turn that into a tattoo. How about a brand?
There you-
If we did a brand, would you agree to do that or
Mr. Pop's Mafia.
Cups Mafia? All right.
Mafia. Getting close, man. Not too far away. I know he's
Hmm.
excited for football.
I don't know why. It's not going to be a good year this year. There's a better team in the
Hey,
AFC East.
Johnny.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Especially when they come to Tampa. I think we're playing Buffalo this year. You might
You
have
do.
to
You
fly
get
down
the
here.
AFC East because playing the
Yeah.
Patriots this year, and that's not going to be good for you. Not at all.
You are joking, right?
No. They won't be firing too many cannons in that game. I can tell you that.
Oh, good God. Johnny Knight. All right, man. Part of the
Johnny.
Kingdom Knights, Mr. Johnny Knight. Love it, man. Good to see you. Surprised
right.
he's not gaming by now. It's good. I
Hmm.
don't know. Well, 7:27, same time in Canada, ain't it? I don't know where in Canada
What
he
part
is. So.
of Canada? That's in part. East West.
Last year at the
Mhm.
old stadium. Ooh.
Getting a really
I
nice
heard that
stadium.
stadium was crazy. Like, you can just from the parking lot walk straight up to it, and then you got to walk down. So it's not
Yeah.
like the type of stadium it's a bowl because
Nice.
it's so damn cold.
Yeah.
That's
Winter coat. Winter coat.
go.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
And we'll pop you on the screen as you guys show up. Show comments on the screen. See, we tried this last week with the comments on the screen.
No, it's going to go over a part of Mama J's
But
face. That's
exactly.
a shame.
See, so that's I'm gonna have to message.
I wish you
I'll
could
have to
move
message
it.
him.
Well, I don't understand why they did it that
That's
way.
what
You
I'm
can't
saying.
move it anymore.
I'm gonna
Put it
message
right
him
there.
and
It's
be like,
okay.
no, let me see.
You're going to
I
slide
have
your
all
left
this
a little?
room over here.
It won't let me move it. Wait, what's
Is there a way to
this
make it smaller?
If I lean
Narrower?
like a chola, I won't lean that way. I'll lean this way. See?
You'll have to, otherwise you'll be right in the middle of your face.
No,
So
you know what it is? It's because it wants us to do solo layouts. So it
Oh,
wants us
Oh.
to change the way the stuff is. You see?
well, that's not good. Why would we want that? Now that's pretty good. I liked where. Oh, sorry. When it was just me on screen, I felt good about that. That felt right. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
It's 4:30 West Coast.
No, there you go. 4:30 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, good lord, that was a long time ago. I get my
Damn.
DeLorean to get back to that
Christina,
time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's getting around dinner time down here.
Mhm.
Let's see here. All right,
All right.
well, let's get it going. So I guess Barbarian, you're gonna start the.
Oh, we're not doing. I thought you were doing national days. You didn't do national days this
Are we
week. What
gonna do
happened?
national days? I didn't know.
If you've got your,
Exactly.
this has been a thing, and all of a sudden it's not a thing. What happened?
Okay, well, yeah, we got an extra guest.
Oh well, it's fine. I was just not prepared. I was prepared for national days. So go ahead.
All right. Today's National Day. Let's
Mhm.
see here.
Where are they?
He's got to
Not
look
too
it up.
many.
He wasn't prepared.
No, that's right here.
Clearly.
I got it. I got it bookmarked, so I can get right to it. May 29th. Nationals. I can't even pronounce this.
Well, then it's not a good one. You can pass that one.
COQ Avinde.
What?
COQ. How do you pronounce COQ?
Coke?
COQ?
AU Vinde. It looks like some kind of food. So I don't know why they would.
No, okay. I don't know.
Today's National Paperclip Day. Still use
Hey.
paperclips?
I
Yeah.
don't think
No.
anybody uses paper clips anymore. Do
I
they?
do. When people lock me out of their back porches because I got to clean their stupid
Oh,
pool,
brother.
I take a
It's called B&E, sir.
you
B&E.
take the paperclip and you can hit the little lock and tink, and
Mm.
go right through the screen.
You see,
Like, why do you
that
lock
a
me
little
out?
too well. I find that
No.
disturbing. Is this going to be one of your low points?
You would be one of those customers that would call me like he didn't clean my pool while he was locked out. Well,
He was locked out.
Yeah,
They don't put a
then you're gonna
key
complain that your
underneath
pool screen.
the plant or a frog or something
A
or
lot
a
of them
rock.
don't have a key. It's just a button. It's locked on the inside, right? What are
You ever had a
supposed to do?
screen door?
You know what I mean? And then you know what I tell the customer? I'm like, well, is there a reason why you keep that locked? Well, I don't want a burglar or something, you know. Okay, well, if I'm a burglar, it's a screen, okay? It's an effing screen. Poof.
So is that how you get in? You break the screen?
Well, if I was a damn burglar, sure as hell that's what I would do.
Well, it kept you
So
out.
locking your little tiny
The
lock.
screen kept you out, so I
To
guess it
it.
worked.
It's making your pool green, and then you're complaining to me about it.
Just put
You
some
know.
food coloring in there. It'll be fine. Put some blue food coloring. It'll be blue.
There's two little
Paperclip. That's it, huh?
That is it. There was 2 days.
Some weird food
or two
and
things.
paper clips. Hmm.
That's it. Weirdest
Weird
food
food
ever.
Weird food and paper clips. Interesting. Well, there you go.
And as far as birthdays, today's Bob Hope's birthday.
Oh.
So if you're a fan of Bob Hope,
I liked Bob Hope back in the
birthday.
day.
He was everywhere back in the day.
Yeah.
Right there in the team.
He was everywhere.
And then we got John F. Kennedy
Hmm.
in 1963, the 35th president of the United States.
Oh.
Today.
Oh, he was
Know
made
that.
president then? Or he was
Yeah.
birthday? You're saying it's his birthday.
His birthday today.
Birthday. His birthday.
Why did you say
Yeah.
he was the president? You don't think any of us know that John F. Kennedy was
Well,
the president?
Between
How smart
1917,
do you think this
that's
group
what I was
is?
saying.
We were all sitting there going.
Well, you never
Oh,
know.
I like
You never
what-
know.
John
We
F.
got some
Kennedy, who's
Canadians.
that?
We got some Canadians.
Oh, Canadians. I see.
Just gonna
I don't know what
throw
that
it-
means, but okay.
throw
So
it
they
into
wouldn't
the
know who John F.
Canadians.
Kennedy is either? Wow. That's rough. That's real rough. You just got insulted. If you're from Canada, you just got insulted by Chase, which is one of his low points. We're talking about low points. This was one of Chase's low points. Let's be honest. It's a new low for him. Actually, no, I'm sure he's gone much lower than that.
You
Don't
can
worry.
defend me. I'll let Slush defend me. Those
You know,
are
I did
national
have a
days.
question about
They're
that
crappy
low
national
point,
days.
high
That's why I
point.
wasn't bringing
Would
them
Yeah.
up.
Would it be insulting if being on here was a low point?
I would assume that it is. It's a low point for me, and it's my own show. So what do I tell you? You know what I mean? So you're welcome to say whatever you like. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Might hurt Chase's. You know, he's very fragile. But anyway.
We got Kenneth Bird and Christina's popping in
Yeah,
with the freaking
Christina.
links.
Appreciate you.
What's going on?
Oh, there's
Christina?
Ant-Man's toy box.
Ant-Man's Toy
Yeah.
Box. All right.
I'm missing him. I'm missing him. Where is he at?
He's
That's
at the
cool.
bottom. He
Third
just
from the
followed.
bottom.
There he is. There he is. I'm scrolling.
All
What's
right.
going on, everybody? All right. Now, would you like to start?
Yes, I'll start now. All right, so the theme for the evening, well, not theme, but I mean, one of the talking points I wanted to talk about was high points and low points. I've been thinking about my own death, my own mortality. I was thinking about some of the high points and low points in my life, and there's so many low points. Exactly. Probably not. Wrong theme music for that, but okay. Do you have anything more demonic? That's probably the... Anyway, so I was thinking about that. And I was thinking, well, you know, on YouTube, I've had some really what I would categorize as high moments and some kind of low moments. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about them because they're fun stories. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the first live I was ever on. Okay, so for people that didn't see it, this was a long, more than 5 years ago because it was probably 3 months after I started. It was in 2020. I'm going to say April 2020, something like that. It's about 3 months after I started. I remember exactly how many subscribers I had. I had 32 subscribers, which, you know, was a lot. I thought it was a lot. And and Mama J and some of the other folks reached out to me. I don't remember who exactly. If it was you,
It was
you
Geeky Mama Bear and me.
Geeky Mama Bear. Okay, right. And but there was a couple other people on there. There was
Ross,
Mel,
who we lost. He passed away last year.
and Ross.
There was
and- who's the other guy? The younger guy with had the spiky hair. He was on there too.
the guy with the spiky
He
hair.
he sells like oh god, like computer software and stuff like that now. You know what I'm talking about? He has, like, really
Popular Opinion.
Yeah, Popular Opinion. He was on there too. So, anyway, so they called me on this live. You're going to think this is a low moment. I thought it was a really high moment when I got invited because I was like, wow, I didn't think anybody even knew who I was. I don't even know how they came across my channel at all because nobody was watching it, including my mom. You know what I mean? I had to convince my mom to watch this thing. But anyway, so somehow they found this thing and then said, hey, let's invite this idiot on to the live. And then, of course, nobody told me what to do or what to say or how to be. So they put me on there, and the live lasted hours. And I was literally, I'm sure they thought, I think he's frozen. I never spoke. I introduced myself, said my channel, and that was literally it. So that was the low part of this. So it's a little bit of both high point, low point kind of thing. So,
well, I will say this, that at the end, when everybody left, because Ross had to leave early because he wanted to go play his video game.
Right.
Rest in peace, Ross. We love you. But either way, I remember at the very end when everyone left, I looked at Geeky Mom, or I was talking to Geeky Mom. I said, does he talk? And she said, well, I think so.
I think so. He's mute.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about it is, you know, the other guy's name is, I guess his first name is Ross. My last name is Ross. So every time someone would say, hey, Ross, I thought they were talking to me, and I was going to get ready to say something, and then he'd jump right in and start talking. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that was his name.
Yeah, he was, what was his name?
God Ear Pops.
God Ear Pops, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I watched some of his stuff, but I was waiting for the point. It's just like it was the most rambling YouTube thing I'd ever seen in my life. I just couldn't wrap my mind around
before
it.
he'd open anything.
Oh my God!
A 50-minute video, and the last 5 minutes is him opening the item.
Well, I kept sliding the bar over, thinking it's going to start eventually, right? I
missed him too, Christina.
no, he's still talking about the same thing. And then, just like you said, last minute is like, oh, let's hurry up and open the box.
Yeah, I miss him too, as much as he was and some of his ways, but I miss Ross.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, he was a good guy. He was a good guy.
He was a great guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's not get crazy. I mean, he was a good guy. I thought. I mean,
we've lost a few people.
Gotham City,
we lost
what's
Boondoggle
happening,
Pop,
man?
we lost, Guardian Pop.
Yeah.
Good to see you, bro.
But anyway, I do appreciate Mama J. I'm sure I never told you, but I did appreciate it. It was very nice of you. I got a number of subscribers from the thing, even if I didn't speak. I don't know why they subscribed, just out of pity, pure pity. This poor mute boy didn't speak, and they needed to contribute to, so maybe I can get some larynx or something. I don't know.
They all went to your channel to see if you.
So you're saying it's all Mama J's fault how I subscribe to you then?
That's right. That's exactly right. You got duped into it, and now I won't stop talking. So see, this is your fault.
That's true. That's very true.
All right, that's my story. All right, I'll let Chase go next. So you're sort of seeing the vibe I'm talking about here, Chase? Are you getting it? Okay, good.
I guess so. I'm gonna go with a happy moment then.
Oh, there you go.
That would be. I was happy for Mr. Ugly was doing a live. Oh shit, 4 years at least ago, and Dead Skeleton popped into the chat, and then invited me on his show as Mr. Ugly. Now I'm telling you, that was
I remember that.
That was very fun, and I was so freaking jazzed and thrilled to do a live with Dead Skeleton, man. It was fun, so cool, and to this day I still keep in contact. And yeah, man, it was that's how I
Does
doing
he
this.
Still make content? I guess I don't
know.
Yeah. Okay,
well,
I guess he fell off my feed somewhere, but
him and Esmeralda.
Yeah, you know what? I don't see him on my feed either.
Oh yeah, he still does. He does a lot of his stuff on mainly Instagram. So
okay.
He does a lot of it on different formats. So yeah, I don't know.
I see.
The YouTube thing, I catch him on Instagram quite a bit.
Oh, okay. I used to see him on YouTube. I don't even know if I have him on Instagram.
Definitely stayed in touch, and that years of doing this, meet some really interesting people, made some really great friends, and it's definitely one of them. So
hey, Gotham City.
You're not going to mention the rest of us here? What are we, chopped liver? I mean, what the
I
hell,
want to start naming all the names. This isn't a speech.
You can name the important names, you know what I mean?
I was naming one
I'm very
specific
needy.
thing,
Okay,
and I was completely happy and thrilled, and I could have swore I couldn't have had maybe 100 or so followers at the time, so it wasn't like it was a big channel or anything. And he's invited me on his channel, and at the time he was way bigger than I was.
Sure.
So it was a thrill of a lifetime.
Yeah, there you go. Look at you, being magnanimous. I didn't know you had it in you. How about that?
so a high. They hit you with the high.
There you go. Unexpected. All right, Mama J.
All right, I'll go with something positive. How about?
You don't have to. We're just riffing here.
The most iconic, amazing, mind-blowing thing I've ever received.
Okay.
My OG Aussie from James Dieter.
Nice. OG.
And when I opened that, I was shocked. It's not what I expected. I just, mind blown.
OG Aussie Pop Funko.
Aussie Pop.
Yeah.
Right.
OG
cool.
Aussie Pop. He sent it to me, and I had no clue it was coming.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's just a rando, not a trade, nothing.
No. James Dieter sends better gifts than anybody I freaking know. I've seen the gifts he sends to everybody. They're always mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was fun. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten some really nice gifts from people and given some gifts.
I've gotten some great gifts from people.
Yeah.
I mean, there are things that I have
man,
that
it's
are
amazing
great,
shit.
from small things to big things. But
Yeah.
the most mind blowing one, I mean, because I know what he had to pay for that. Okay, and is that OG Ozzy?
I like that. It sparks my ideas.
There you go. All right, quick draw. What do you got for us?
You're muted.
You're muted. Perfect. We didn't
That
like what you had to
time
say.
I
We
was on
muted
your
you.
show, and
Yeah.
You're saying something though.
Yeah.
There you go.
My leg hit the little button.
Oh, okay.
So most of my best stuff is getting gifts and winning stuff
Okay.
too. So the best thing ever happened on the YouTubes. Well, it wasn't technically YouTube; it was kind of Instagram, but he was also
Okay.
a YouTuber. Is
Mhm.
winning a Xbox Series X from Wink Inc.
I
Oh,
remember.
wow. Wow,
Hell
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
that's badass.
it was.
That's
So was it on one of
badass.
his lives, or was it through like?
This is after he was
Didn't
trying.
you win another game system too, or your mom won?
Oh yeah, I did. Well, oh yeah, yeah.
Damn.
That's what I
I
thought.
like that on
Holy
your
shit,
show.
man.
All right.
Because when he first
wait a
said it,
minute.
I was thinking of the other one, not
Yeah.
that one.
This was when Wink was trying to come back to YouTube.
Yeah.
He was going for a little bit, and I guess he wanted to get some more subscribers. I guess he changed his name to the Boardroom or something like that. But yeah, he was trying to get more subscribers. He put it on Instagram. I signed up to win an Xbox. I signed up and happened to win it, and it was pretty crazy. And I still have it. I actually just bought. I bought an Xbox, the brand new Xbox, but I bought the cheaper version.
Yeah.
So as soon as I won this one, I kept that one and sold the cheaper one.
Nice.
Wow, that's a good gift. I got some pretty cool stuff from Winking too, but I never got any
Yeah.
video system. That was darn sure.
Yeah, I never got a video system from him either, just comics.
Mhm.
Pretty badass. Oh yeah. Sweet.
Sometimes you can find them on Whatnot though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I seen him the other day on there.
I think he put up on Instagram like a week or two ago Boardroom mystery boxes.
Mhm.
I think he was selling. But
Boardroom.
yeah, he's a real cool guy.
Oh snap. Very cool.
Well,
So we got
Winning
we
that
got-
box.
we got the man winning electronics. So we had 3 high moments and one.
Well,
freaking
mine was a
low
high
moment.
and a low. I mentioned it was high and a low.
Okay.
I've got some other good moments. Don't you worry.
Well, we definitely appreciate everybody hanging out. Definitely drop your experiences and things over in the chat. Pop the heat, man. We definitely miss hanging out with you, bro. Those were some good times. Definitely some
Absolutely.
good times.
Absolutely.
So it's about that time of the show where we ask you guys to start thinking of a hashtag. Don't drop it. Just think about it.
Think about it.
Get it ready. And then when we tell you to, drop the hashtags. Just a little reminder. We do a little hashtag giveaway. So start thinking of the hashtag. and you better hit that thumbs up. Like right now. Hit the thumbs up. You're watching the Barbarian Horde Variety Show.
All right.
Was that a little stern? Was that too stern?
No, that was good. All right, so my turn again, right? All right, so I'm gonna be positive again. Well, the thing that's interesting is my positive is a negative for somebody else. So I guess you can see how mean-spirited I can be. One of my favorite live moments is Pop the Chaos when we pulled a prank on New and Old. It was an April Fool's. Must have been 3 years ago, something like that. And so we decided to play a video.
It was last.
We didn't. Well, here's the thing. It wasn't supposed to be a prank on Lass. Okay, it was supposed to be a prank on the audience. Okay, so let me backtrack. So April Fool's, so we're trying to think up things to do. It was on my channel. We used to switch channels. It was on my channel, and I told everyone we're going to do a Survivor. Okay, we're going to do like, hey, pretend like we're playing Survivor, and then I said I have a good idea. Whoever is the person we vote out, we're going to actually vote them out. They're out of the Pop of Chaos. We're going to kick them out of the group. And so we were like, well, we're not going to actually do that. So we talked to New and Old, and New and Old, you know, he was cool with it. He was perfectly cool with it. We talked to him. I said, look, if you're not cool with this, let's not do it. He said, no, I'm very cool with it. Sounds cool, etc. And so we agreed we were going to pick him. Like the most of the group was going to pick him. We were going to play act like, and then we're going to say at the end, you're out. I'm kicking you out of here because he didn't show up sometimes. And you're out. And but the thing is, we told everyone, but we decided not to tell Lass, not because we were trying to play a prank on Lass, but because Lass couldn't keep a secret. We were convinced Lass cannot keep this secret. She's going to totally screw it. So the audience is going to be in on the joke. So we just let's not include Lass. And so we did this, right? So we went around the thing. We talked about a bunch of stuff at the beginning, and then it was all very lighthearted. And at the end, we said we're going to play this game of Survivor. We had to pick somebody to vote out, and then some of the people, didn't want to play along a little bit. And there was 3 of us. I think it was JKL and Chase and myself were the main people. Maybe Vincent too, but kind of went along with we're going to vote out New and Old. And Lass was on there, and basically I said, and I was like, "You're out, New and Old. You're out of here. I'm tired." And I played it up real good. I should have gone an Academy Award for that thing. And Lass said, "No, you're not. You're not doing this." She got so angry. Oh my God, did she get angry? She got furious, and she said, "You're not doing it." Then I could see tears. I mean, seriously, am I exaggerating, Chase? She got so bent out of shape, and said, "We're not doing this." And then as soon as the live went off, like. For anybody that's never been on live, you can go in the back area and you talk. She was gone. She boomed, and she didn't go in the back area. And like, oh shit! Like, so we need to go. So I said, somebody go get Lass back. So we're all sitting in the background and just kind of chatting and having a fun time, including New and Old. And so we go and get Lass back, and she's still mad. And so we had to basically talk. And we talked for about 45 minutes. She was so bad, but you could tell she was. But it was funny. Oh my God, was it funny? I loved it. It's good. It's good. We should need to put that somewhere so people see it again because it was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, it was a fun time.
Seek that out. Do some clips. We'll have to try to get some clips.
Did you remember that case? You remember that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I definitely remember her being not too happy. At first, it was more of a fury, like mad, but then it got sad.
Oh man,
she was like upset.
She was very upset.
And then once she found out we were bullshitting, then she was mad again, even twice as mad.
Exactly right. People thought it was legit. They really did. It was April Fool's. That was the thing. It was on April Fool's Day. So I was like, nobody's going to buy this.
Like 20 minutes.
Somebody could have said the word food 3 times before you guys started talking about her, so she could have showed up.
Exactly right. So we knew we'd never be able to pull it off again, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
She scolded us for 20 minutes.
She did. Oh my God, she was totally so bent out of shape. Oh my goodness,
I was so mad.
That's funny.
It was very funny. It was very funny.
We should have filmed backstage too, because then you could have had like the whole thing going on.
I really wish we could have brought her back on. It was still live. That would have been cool to add that, but no. When she stormed out, she stormed all the way out. I mean, we couldn't get her. People were trying to send her messages on Instagram to bring her back. She was not responding to anybody. Somebody finally got her back there, but it was interesting. It was interesting. Pretty mean-spirited, and it's sad that that's like one of my high points because it.
That's probably one of Lass's lowest points.
It probably was. It probably was. All right, Chase, your turn, my friend.
Let me see, man. That was a good one with the Ozzy Cup. I'm going to go with the Dead Zone Citizen at the time. Not collectible, Citizen. Sent me a signed Iron Maiden Funko Pop. The guy that basically created Eddie from Iron Maiden, designed him.
Wow.
Pretty much draws and makes every Eddie since. he sent me a pop signed by that guy.
Wow, that's
Riggs.
awesome.
I got a Riggs signed. I was flipping out. I could not believe he said.
Yeah.
He just happened to see the guy was at some convention, so he had an extra pop. And he knew I would freak out, so he took it with him. Didn't even tell me. I just get a box, rando box. What the hell? It says Dead Zone on there. What the? Open it up. Ah! I could not believe it. I could not believe it. It's my most prized possession, honestly. And he sent me some fire, Dead Zone.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, he has sent me some fire, man. And that
And
I,
Dead
still,
Zone's in everybody's
I do
life.
believe I had tears in my eyes. Like when I was literally just, wow.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
awesome.
Amazing
That's really
stuff.
awesome.
And that again goes back to some of the greatest people, you know, just this community, and you meet certain people and they're actually, you know, become really close friends. And it's like,
Yeah.
I know you're going to love this so much more than me. I'm definitely sending it to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you stuff. I was actually, speaking of, I'm going to bring this up. I've owed Quick Draw a box for probably over 3 years. At least.
Holy mother!
No,
Good Lord.
but you should see the stuff that's in this damn box now. I
you
was
already
talking
had
to my
it
wife
started?
about it. Oh yeah, I keep adding to it because there was a time where like he would win a lot of my little spinner giveaways or whatever shit we were doing, you know. And I've just been putting stuff in a box, and I'm like, well, do I send it or do I just keep putting stuff in the box? So before you know, it's like 3 freaking years later, and we're talking like music memorabilia, just rando stuff. Not a bunch of Funko. There's some Funko in there, but there's mainly just memorabilia and cool shit. So I'm definitely on the right now. I think I need to send it because it's getting to the point where it's like
And the shipping is going to be brutal if it's too big of a
that's
box.
the thing.
I mean,
It's going to be like a $50 shipper.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Shit.
As long as there's a Kick 'em Ugly CD in there, I don't care.
There's absolutely going to be a Kick 'em CD in there. But don't think I have forgotten. It's definitely been building, and I've done that with Pop Crew. What it do?
It's a time capsule, Mary said. Pretty much.
Yeah.
A time capsule.
Sounds like it.
Pop the heat, man. I sent him twice, and it got sent back to me. I gave up. I was going to send it to JKL because he has more luck.
Yeah,
Now,
I've had some hit and miss sending things internationally, but
twice.
That's how it is.
I have a Patreon who's international, and I sent her a lot, and I have no issue.
Yeah,
it costs a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
to send to Ireland.
I know Canadian's postal service are going on strike again, so sending anything to Canada is going to be tough.
No.
Which I'm selling on eBay right now, right? And somebody bought something from Canada, and they even said on the little thing that they sent me, like,
Oops.
it's a little bit of an issue going on with Canada right now. But we have a go-around or some shit.
Well, some of them have places here, like where it's all shipped there, and then it's group shipped to the next, you know,
right.
like,
So I
and
think
it
they have a
makes it
go-around.
cheaper for them to get it than
They
if
ship it to the border, and then somebody just moves it across the
right.
border.
But no, it's cheaper for them to do that, to have it shipped to a location here. They get a group of their stuff, and then it's shipped to them. So
makes more sense. Strange Dog, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
What's up, Strange
Mary
Dog?
Poppins.
yeah, because I'm selling right now
See
too
you.
on eBay, Macari, whatnot, everything. So
Yeah, I did post a poll on my YouTube, which I think maybe 2 people might have answered so far, but do I do another mystery box or do I do a whatnot? It's like,
you know, whatnot. I'll be honest. I've done over the last 2 weeks. I've done like 5 or 6 different auctions. My lowest.
I caught one.
My lowest auction, like bringing in anything, is my Funko Pop auction.
See, and the fees, and then the
boxes,
shipping,
nobody wants
everything
to buy
else.
mystery boxes anymore either. Funko Pops are dying. Like right in front of our eyes, I'm watching them all die.
I got some bangers though. So
yeah, well, they're not bangers anymore. Look them up.
The bangers are even harder to
them
sell.
up.
Yeah, everything.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't want to.
Everything on PPG
I think it'll make
is
it.
selling for at least half price.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So a $44 pop I can sell for 20.
Yeah,
And
and,
I
the
still
other
made
part is
I paid 15 for it, so I'm still
Spectre
making
gave
money.
me 4 pops that were in hard stacks, so that means they were over $100 when he placed them in those hard stacks. And I ran a check on them because he's moving them out of his collection.
Oh no.
One of them on Hobby DB, it said it was worth $6.
Oh
The
shit.
other one said it was worth 20, and the other two were still worth value. But then when I went to eBay and looked, the ones that were worth almost nothing on Hobby DB were selling higher on,
On eBay.
So everything is all screwed up. I always just go by eBay prices.
Yeah, take Luau's advice.
What
If you
things
can
are
catch
selling for on
Luau,
eBay.
I think once a month he does like a little eBay breakdown with some of his mystery boxes. Like, is it worth,
Yeah.
But you got to go to the last sold, and see what
That's
the price.
how I always do it. Yeah.
That's what I was doing the other day when I'm looking at this. I got 50 pops. I did a little video, did a couple pictures, and then posted a little thing. I was supposed to maybe do a whatnot tomorrow, but I just remembered, oh, wait a minute. Listen to what Luau tells you. Let me go to eBay real quick. And some of the pops that I was figuring were like $12 you can sell it on eBay for like 20. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And we're talking like last month at the end of the month. So it's not like it was 6 months ago.
No.
But they're bangers, so.
Not just with Funko, but like, for example, I sell vinyl too when I have extra vinyl or vinyl that doesn't fit in my collection because I used to buy mixed boxes. There is vinyl that I will only be able to sell for $2 on Whatnot, but I could sell it for $12 if I just put it up on eBay and wait about a week or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what I'm going to have to make some decisions.
You just got to see what works and where it's at. And I mean, like I did a media one. The only reason my media one did so good was because my son said, here, I don't want all these Dragon Ball VHS anymore. Go ahead and sell them.
See, I looked through all of them too. I looked through the whole thing. I'm like, damn it, there's nothing I want.
Dragon Ball VHS, and I sold almost everything.
Old school Loki.
Oh, wow.
Black and white, Hot Topic exclusives. Like, I got so much old school, just awesome mint condition stuff that I got to be able to make something.
It's hard. Everything we're selling, I have sold at 50% off at least.
Oh, that would kill me.
I have good look at like vendor shows to selling low.
That'd be the best.
My only vendor place around here that I know of that we used to go sell at is Bands for Arms. And I'm not going there no more.
Yeah, I can rent the old spot at the old swap meet. What do you call it? A swap meet or a flea market?
Here we have
flea market down here.
Swap
yeah,
flea
market
around.
Well, you know what? I know some people call it a flea market, but we call it swap meets. They're swap meets.
If it's outdoors, it's a flea market. If it's indoors, it's an antique mall.
If it's
Even though there's no
outdoors,
antiques, people
it's a
don't really
swap
sell
meet.
antiques.
If it's indoors, we call it an indoor swap meet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's an antique
That's
mall
an air
around
conditioned
here.
swap
So
Frankenstein.
even though nobody sells really antiques like that.
You have to pay to rent a booth at Frankensons, and I would never do that. I don't have enough to sell to do that. At Bands for Arms, we could just go set up a table.
Just show up.
Sell. Yeah.
No.
Very awesome.
All right. Very cool.
Well, we got a little off track there, but Mama J, do you got something?
So we got to do our hashtag. Can we do our hashtag real quick? Before we
are
go,
we ready
let's
to
just
do
go ahead and put our
hashtag? We're
hashtag.
fast. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Start hitting us with a hashtag.
Hit it with a
that
hashtag.
And you better have hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Just tell me. You better do it. You better do it now. Welcome to the Barbarian Horde Variety Show. You can catch this show 7 p.m. Eastern most Thursdays on Bearded Barbarian Collectibles channel and also Chase's Kingdom. That's why you hit the subscribe notification bell. So you never know. You never know. We might have a show, might not have a show. You gotta come hang out and win awesome stuff.
4 in a row.
Yeah, not too bad. We're gonna jinx it. We shouldn't do that.
No. I'm trying to pat myself on the back here. That was one of my highs. You know,
that's high. Okay. Hit the thumbs up. Hit us with the hashtag. Let's get somebody. Let's make somebody a winner. The big winner. All right. Let's go ahead and have Mama J pick it. You think?
Oh, you're gonna make
Yeah.
me pick? Okay, Mary
why not?
Lynn. Hashtag Aussie.
Ah, there you go. Short one.
Very, very nice. Great memory. So we'll go with hashtag Aussie. All right.
All right.
Get it going. All right. So on to Mama J. I think it's Mama
Mhm.
J's
It's my
turn.
turn.
Okay.
I know we were talking about drama stuff backstage, but I'm trying to avoid the drama stuff.
Well, you can do it. I'm not
Do
really
it.
looking to
Do
name
it.
names. If you
Yeah,
want to
the problem
generally
is
do it.
all we got to do is tell the story, and a lot of people are going to know the names.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go with the. No, I'm not. Okay, I'll go with one of the times we had a bad time. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I don't remember the guy's name, so I can't tell you his name, even if I
Good.
wanted to.
Okay.
But me and Geeky Mama used to do a live together. All right?
Mhm.
And I had this guy come to me that we knew, younger kid, and he was spilling all his feelings, and he was all upset because him and his live partner were having issues. Okay.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
said, well, sometimes you just have to compromise. And we kind of went back and forth, and I gave him a little bit of advice. And I said, that's all I can really do for you. The next day, he released footage of my words chopped all around with
Oh,
me
God.
talking nothing but shit about Geeky Mamaville.
Oh, it was a setup. Sounded like a setup.
Oh,
to me.
God.
This guy ended up, things went so sideways with this guy that so many people were trying to get it. There were people willing to fly to the state he was in to take care of him because he started going around and threatening a bunch of people that he was going to RAP their wives and, KILL their children.
Oh, Lord.
Keyboard Ninja. Oh,
He
okay.
turned into this big loon, right? And don't remember his name, but he was a young kid. And but it was shortly after that me and Geeky Mama stopped doing a live together.
Oh.
We're friends now. We talk. I still talk to her. Off and on all the
Sure.
time. But it was a big thing. He caused a lot of drama between us, and it was all just BS.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know
the
why
lights.
he did this, but it was like he lost his
Lights.
mind, and all of a sudden he was trying to cause drama all through the community. He's also the one that showed up into Eric's live that me and the McDorks kicked out, and that's when LJ's like, and so.
Alrighty.
The lengths people will go through to do things like that to get the attention to keep
How
things
crazy
rolling.
is that? He caused so much drama
that's
through
pretty
the
damn
community.
nutty. That's
He was
pretty
doing things before, but I never thought I
damn
would be that victim,
nutty.
And,
Right.
Yeah, and he did it to somebody else too. I don't remember who, but he did it to someone else too.
Check the private chat, Mama J.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because Quick probably knows. Yes.
All right.
Bad
Yes.
feelings? Bad
Yes.
feeling about
Okay.
that.
I never had any interactions with this particular person. It sounds like I lucked out. I don't know. I lucked out.
You've been lucking out for
Keyboard
quite a
warrior,
while.
pretty
I think.
I live a charmed life. I live a charmed life.
I couldn't think
So
of his
that
name,
would
but
be
as
a
soon as
low.
I read it, I'm like, yep,
That'd be
that's
a low,
it.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a low. But the thing that's interesting is, I've had a few, run-ins with different people, and sometimes, and it really can be frustrating, and you begin to think, oh, the community's crazy, and so it's like a few people ruin it for like everybody, and then it can upset people enough to they're like, I don't want to be part of anything,
Well,
and just kind of ruin. And when in reality, like
somebody scams the
99% of the
community-
people you deal with are really nice
Yes,
people that are, just trying to do nice things
Sure.
for people,
But
looking out for
it's
people.
the same thing like
yeah.
when somebody
Yeah.
that's been in the community scams them out of mystery
Yeah.
boxes or whatever,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden everybody's worried again because this was somebody
Yeah.
in the community,
Right.
and
Well,
we
they screwed
trust
me, and if you
Yeah.
don't jump on my side, then it's
Yeah.
one of those deals,
That's-
and then it's a
yeah.
whole thing. It's like, well, okay,
Yeah.
we're all adults now. Like, let's
Well,
not
there's
be
been
crazy.
so many over the last.
Come on,
I'm telling you, we get 1 to 2 scammers a
you're
year.
gonna be friends with them,
Yeah.
but I can't be friends with you.
We've had so
Bye.
many mystery box scammers.
If you try to know people, like me, when I'm buying a mystery box, you try to know people, or you take a chance. So,
But
like,
we know them. That's the problem. These are all people that we knew.
I understood.
You
Like I said,
know?
luckily for me, I haven't lost anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've
And they just
interacted
scam
with
the
some of the
community
people
and-
that. I don't know. I got my mystery box, and then the very next time, it was like I was going to buy a
went
mystery
south.
box one time from the big one. I'm not going to mention who it was, but I was just like I was going to buy one of those mystery boxes. And I was like, nah, I just got one. I'm good. I think I'm good, and lucked out on that deal. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you never
Yep.
know. You never
Well,
know.
just like
But-
when everybody had the problem with the biters place down here that they weren't getting their mystery boxes from. Well, I got mine. I think I'm the only person that got all mine on time. I never hit anything good, but I got them all. You know why? Because I sent Mr. 6'3" down there, 6'2", whatever he is, my son. I said, go pick up my boxes. Tell him to give them to me.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Watch him freaking.
And he went down there and he'd come back with bags of my boxes, and I never got shorted. I just never hit anything good.
See, he's local.
Well, it takes all types for sure. So,
All right, quick draw. What do you
all right,
got?
quick draw.
Well,
What do you
going
got
off
for
You
us?
got
all the-
high or low?
Well, it's a low one, and I'm gonna go
Okay.
off of the scamming stuff. Is the very first scammers.
Oh
It-
no.
It really didn't affect me, but it did kind of affect me in a way where I just never really bought mystery boxes off of YouTubers, and they're like
Yeah.
real cheap. They're like cheap
Yeah.
ones, and I'll throw a couple bucks over
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
But it's popcorn with flicks. I don't know if anybody remembers them,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yes.
but
Yeah, somebody's favorite. I know
And-
who.
that was
I
the very
never
first.
bought one from them.
I
Yeah, that
never
was a-
bought
yeah.
anything from them, but they
No,
were.
no.
That happened right as I was coming into the
Yeah.
community, so
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
never
was a-
got where I
right.
had to buy
They
it.
had a
Golden
lot of
Flicks.
controversy over before they even started doing the mystery boxes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like they're faking mystery boxes they got from like Chrono Toys or something like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
that. Yeah,
They were stuffing grails in these boxes and then
and
opening
saying
up
these
like
companies were
yeah.
sending them.
and saying the companies were sending them. And then they were getting lots of grails too, and I'm like, I don't know.
That's
about
how
that.
they were building their channel up. They
Yeah.
were setting it
Yeah.
up. They were
That's
setting
what I
it up.
did, and then they go to do these mystery boxes, and they sent some out. Some people didn't get any, but the ones they
Yeah.
sent out didn't have none of the grails in it because they were on Facebook Live auctioning off the grails that were supposed to be in the mystery boxes.
Shit.
And guess what? And them grails were going to their friends.
It's a good
Right.
right back.
Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it takes all types. Takes all types for sure.
So that was the first nail in the coffin where I was like, yeah, I
All right. Scammy,
ain't buying
scammy.
mystery boxes off of YouTubers like that.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons I've always had a fear to buy a large value box.
Yeah.
Because I've always thought, God, if I get screwed off a $20 box or even a $50 box, I'm going to be mad, but it's not the end of the world.
Mhm.
But if I get screwed on a $200, $300, $400 box, I'm not
Yeah.
going to be okay.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of people mad at Jazzy.
It's not just, it was Gem Pops, Jazzy, and then
I don't
that.
even know.
Whatever.
I can't believe no one has found Gem Pops yet.
I can't believe that
Where is
either.
he at? Where is
Yeah.
he at?
Rumor is he's
Like-
in jail, but I'm not sure.
Well,
brother.
me too.
He better be in jail. 'Cause
Exactly.
Yeah. Rumor is he went to jail. That's why he fell off the face of the earth. But I don't know that I believe that.
You know what screws me up the most is like Jazzy was pretty much dating Pop King Paul,
But they split.
So-
He kicked her out.
and then all of a sudden, as soon as she was out, scammed. Everybody just
Yeah, she
flipped the
probably couldn't
script
do
and
anything.
just.
She needed the money. I
Boom.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what her situation is, so I
Crazy.
don't know.
Yeah.
That was one
But
of the
she
weirdest,
could have done it
craziest
because
moments I
needed the
remember.
money because they did break up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard
that's
she was
nuts.
actually partnered with another Instagrammer or YouTuber or something.
Oh,
That was
man.
our business partner.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I bought a couple really big boxes, but not like I bought it from Smyworld. Like the companies that I dealt with
Even
before.
companies, it makes me a little leery because I bought boxes off some company. Well, I guess they're
Kraken
not companies, they're just
Toys.
big YouTubers.
Kraken.
Who?
Holy shit.
Who
Kraken.
cracking toys scammed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I mean, you got to be really careful. Like
Big
early
Apple.
on,
No,
like
Big
if you look
Apple.
back at my early YouTube channels when I didn't realize what was going, I was just buying mystery boxes from anywhere, and I got some real. I remember opening like it was a $60 box, and there was maybe $9. I mean, they were destroyed. The pops were destroyed, and they were the cheapest junk. But the thing that's
Ouch.
interesting is probably some of more and more interesting videos because I completely flipped my. I mean, it's just like it's entertainment value. And when I
Some
look
of
at it, I
the
was like,
best
that was
videos
actually an
ever.
entertaining video
A
to watch.
lot
I enjoyed
of
that.
shit.
I got more comments on those things. They're like, that was fun. I enjoyed watching you freak out. And people don't want to see you win. They want to see you completely
They want to see
erupt
you.
like a
Listen,
volcano.
it's human nature to be drawn to people either having
Yeah.
a fit, throwing a fit, making
Yeah, yeah.
drama, people in motion. It's human nature for us to
Yeah.
want to see that.
But it's also nice sometimes to see the person actually win one.
Is
Yeah,
it?
and it's
Okay.
and when it's a real legit win, and you see them
Yeah.
and how excited
Yeah,
they
sure.
are.
Yep.
Because I pulled big pops and go, oh yeah, this is a really good pop, and I'll look like it's worth $100, but it's nothing I'm excited about, so I'm not
Right,
excited.
no
you know?
shits.
It's like,
That's true.
okay,
I'll probably just sell it.
that's the way I look at it. I'm not
You're
even
like,
excited
damn.
about it.
Well, one of the ones I opened, I think it was like a $300 mystery box from Smy World, and it was like I looked at the pop stack and I was like, I want anyone except for this one because I hate anime, and it was that one, and it was
That
such a
one,
different because it was a
damn
high value
Yeah.
pop, but it was just like, oh my god, I still have it. I literally because it's like a 6-inch pop. I hate that thing. It's still
The
sitting out there, and
first
I can't get rid
grail
of
that
that
we
thing.
pulled was a 6-inch pop. Back then, it was the Chase Broly, and it was 6 inches from Dragon Ball, and
Mhm.
that was the first thing we pulled. And when I looked it up, I went, "Oh, it says it's worth, I think, like $100." I said, "That can't be right. We're not." It was one of our, and I said, "We must be doing this wrong." It's all in the video, you know. I'm like, I don't understand why it says this. That can't be right, right? Can that be
We're gonna have
right?
to relive
And
some
I'm like
videos.
just going off, and there was a girl named Peyton's Planets. She's not around anymore. I don't know if anybody remembers her.
I remember.
I messaged her because we were, she was one of the first people I kind of connected with, and I said, "Is this real?" And she said, "Yes. You hit a grail. You got a good pop." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I didn't know. And my son's going, "I don't care what it's worth. I'm keeping it. It's one I want."
It's what I want. I'm keeping it. Oh man.
But that was when we first started. We had 2
Hello,
TV trays
James.
and a towel.
Oh shit. What is James saying here? All these stories are why I'm hesitant in starting my own channel. It's easier to just appear on other sides.
True, it's true.
Uh,
You're certainly not going to do it for. I mean, you do it for the fun. At least I did. I did it for the fun.
Yeah,
And for
and,
people,
you know,
it's a lot of fun.
honestly, when you the perspective from my perspective as a content creator or whatever, when I did my last mystery box, it wasn't to make money really. It was to give people content, and I knew my close friends like Mama J, Barbarian, they're gonna buy one. Kept it at a fair price, like $15. It was 22 or whatever shipping. Something
I do
easy,
that too.
and then throw in a banger or two
Mhm.
to make people happy and just get the reaction. And
And
that's
it gives
that's
content.
the best way to do a mystery box run.
Yes.
I mean,
It gives content. It gives people something to video, even if they're not. They'll do challenges to see who pulls the grail.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like that. I mean, it's all fun. I've always made my mystery boxes really cheap, and I've always offered a choice of you pick what you want. So I'm not saying, okay, well, this high grail anime is the top pop, but everybody hates anime, or this high. No, I
Right.
usually put 2 or 3 so they could pick what they like.
Right.
You know.
That's always been my favorite too. You find the certain item. I used to used to kill me was Foxground because if you found the moldy nugget in your box,
Hell yeah.
you would-
Right.
or the hot sauce packet or whatever the hell it was. Yeah, then you got the grail and you'd hit him
Right.
up and he'd send you some awesomeness. But
Yeah.
if you're gonna try to do like a profit thing, it's just not worth it. It is not worth it.
Listen,
Don't
Fox
even do
did some
that.
crazy things. He
It's gonna make
did
people mad at you, really.
what was it? Pops for socks. We send him socks. He'd send
Pops
us
for
pops. He did pops for underwear. We sent him underwear. He'd send us pops. Not used underwear, like new underwear for him. He'd give you a size.
Wait a minute, what kind of channel is he?
I was going to say, where
But
are we
yeah,
headed
he,
with this?
he said, I need
Socks
new
and underwear, wait a
underclothes. He goes, so I'm going to have people send me underclothes, and I'm going to give them pops. And that's what he did.
Oh my God.
He's a weird guy. He's always been a weird guy, that's for sure.
I love Fox. I still talk to him off and on all the
Yeah,
time.
love me some Foxy, man. He's just something else. All right, we got
He's
that
turn-
hashtag Ozzy out here, guys. Go ahead.
He's
Go
what?
ahead, Cook.
I think Fox put something up on Instagram. He doing Pokemon card breaks or something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He just
He's
got
always
my
looking
huge
for a new
box.
gimmick.
Waiting
New
for
gimmick.
delivery for the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
I miss those duck races. I got fire.
I
on
miss
those duck
those.
races.
Well, I have
I got
another
the
guy.
Iron Maiden Freddy Funko, which was sick. NFT Iron Maiden Freddy
I'm
Funko.
in another. I follow this other guy, and I've been doing duck races with him. But he's doing these major grails right now. But after
Oh,
this,
my
he
God.
says he's shutting it down too. So
Yeah,
I don't
well.
know. I guess it's not, because he's struggling to get it filled. He's having to do like the heart attacks or the micros to get
Oh,
enough
God.
people to fill it because they're big races. These are big, pricey pops he's got. So
I did a couple of his duck races, Fox's duck races. And I only won one time.
Oh, I
I got
won
the,
a lot. I would win randomly so much.
Oh yeah,
people
you
were
would all the time.
I win
I
and
used to
then
win. Follow
Fox
JP
would be
me
like-
again.
I know. And then I'd be like, Fox, I'm not going to join this one. He goes, okay, thanks, Mama J, because if you win again, they're really going to be mad at me.
Yeah.
So I skip them. If I won 2 or 3 in a row, everybody now knows, I would not join one just so there was no way I could win.
The
And
one I won,
somebody
that
else
one
could win.
dude had like 60 spots. I was like, oh, he's gonna be mad. I just won. I paid
Oh,
for
that's
two.
yeah, I know. It's
two
Tito. I can't
spots.
think of his screen name, but it's Tito.
He
Yeah.
was fucking
I
mad,
think I
man.
got one spot one time, and I won the
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
the OG Darth Maul.
Wow.
But yeah,
There you
it
go.
was too. Like I said,
Nice.
That's a good
I
one.
supported Fox
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time. I always bought $20, $25 every single time. So, I may have won a lot, but I entered a lot.
Yeah, damn right. The algorithm recognize.
Yeah.
Recognize. All right, what do you think? You want to pull this hashtag?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull
Let's
it.
see,
It's
what do we
been
got here? We got
actually no,
18.
if somebody pulls the mystery box, I need to go get it. I forgot again, so
All right.
I got to go
Because
get
we're
it off the
all
stack.
filled
Over there.
up. Let me see. Let me get it presented here. There it is. All right, guys. We definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with us every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern on Bearded Barbarian Collectibles channel and also Chase's Kingdom. We want to thank our guests this evening, Mama J, Rock and Roll Sister, and my man Quick Draw, fresh from his planetary escapades.
There you go.
Just saying
Escapades, huh? Escapades.
that. Thanks once again for hanging out with us. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't. Share the show on all your platforms. And for God's sake, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. All right, let's get to it. Thanks once again for hanging out for the Barbarian Horde Variety Show. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck.
Christina Payne.
Wow. Yeah, all right.
Now you
Congratulations.
got to
Right.
sing one line to Ozzy's
That's
song
good.
before you can claim your prize.
You get the nanners. All right, Christina.
If she picks the mystery box, I'm gonna have to go scurrying. Let me go scurry while you
Okay,
leave it
you
at
go
that thought.
scurry now, and we'll see what she picks.
If she's here, she'd be surfing.
Here,
She
she
surfs.
just said something.
She
Yeah, she just said
channel
good luck.
surfs.
No, she said good luck.
Okay, I didn't see. We got some new items. Is there anything from the box I sent you? No.
No, I haven't opened that
We're
box
gonna
yet.
eliminate
I'm
some of these
talking.
sodas. Is what you're
I'm
gonna
She
do.
telling
was
you,
going to
there's
open
a
it.
lot
She
of
still
sodas
hasn't
in
opened it.
I can't really stand
I still
sodas.
haven't opened it.
She wants
then
the
put it
bin 10 soda.
What is it?
The bin
Ben
10.
10.
All right, very good.
10.
You made me go get the mystery box for nothing. Oh.
Well, maybe someone will want it next time, and then you won't have to skirt.
All right.
Yeah, we do got one more drawing left, so don't leave
Someone
part
may
yet.
want it for that one.
About a half hour left in the show. So.
There
we go.
I'm waiting for him to
All right.
scurry one day and us here. Oh shit! And he just,
Sorry, I can't get off the floor. Could somebody call an ambulance?
my son wants that. Okay, awesome.
All right.
There you
So-
go.
They
Win
made
it
a Ben
for
Tennyson.
the boy. Wins one for the boy.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
remember that either.
We're
but-
back around to me again, I
Yes,
assume.
yes.
And
one more round.
I had these as separate, but I don't think I'm going to get through two. We're going to get through too many more of these, so I'm going to combine
one more
one.
round.
So there was a live that I was on, and I pooped myself, and it was from eating the sugar-free gummies.
It's my
okay?
baby Fave. I miss him so
Yes,
much.
I remember. So we were eating sugar-free gummies, and we kept eating and eating, and we thought they were going to kick in sooner, but I ate so many of these damn things. We just kept eating them and eating them, and it was coming to an end. I was like, I don't think nothing's going to happen. Then all of a sudden, I had a little bit of gas, and then I was just like, I thought it was
Trusted
gas.
a fart.
And it was not gas. It was very liquid. So I leaped up and sprinted off screen. So I lost.
Oh
'Cause
my
that was-
god.
That's ultimately but I'm actually combining that with another video that I did. When I got to 500 subscribers, I was like, I'm going to do something fun. And I told everyone I was going to eat 500 gummies. I mean, jelly beans, excuse me. Because I used to eat jelly beans and those disgusting jelly beans as part of my videos for a long time ago.
Yep.
And so, and the thing is, when I told everyone, and you had to just pick, like, the whole part of it was I was going to give something away. How many jelly beans do you think I'm going to eat? And people would put in 200, 100, whatever it was. And I had convinced myself I'm eating 500 of these things. And I got a lot of comments are like, don't do this. Sounds like an easy thing, but you don't want to do this. It's so much sugar. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's fine, blah, blah, blah. So I get on there
It
and
gets
I start
sugar,
eating
but-
them. And then the thing I didn't realize is you don't realize how much chewing is involved in eating jelly beans. My jaw was killing me. My jaw was killing me, and I'm eating, and I had a drink here. And like I said, some of them were those gross ones, like where you eat and it tastes like vomit or tastes
yeah,
like.
I just opened those in a
moth
mystery
and-
or in a box
But it
today,
was a
and I
mixture.
Hell no.
earwax.
It was a mixture of some of those and regular jelly beans. I put all in one big jar, and I was eating them. I got 135 in, and I'm eating them. And I ran out of water. I asked my wife, "Go get me some water," because she's watching me. She used to watch me do these, and so she was up there. And I was thinking, should I wait? Because I'm recording this video. Should I wait? It's like, no, I'll just keep eating. And then I ate and I bit down, and it was a vomit. I think it was a vomit flavored one, and it just took me a certain way. I was just like, oh, and I realized I have nothing to drink. And I threw up, and I literally vomited on screen. It was disgusting. It was really, really
magic
disgusting.
bean.
My eyes were all
Magic
watering
vomit
on it.
bean.
It
That's
was,
just
it was
so
so
gross.
gross. So that was pretty low. I mean, when you vomit and or poop on screen, it doesn't get much lower than that, y'all. Just in case you didn't
I've
know
done
that.
that
So it was a low for me.
I know, but
So-
it's a low for me too, because I sure do miss my fave.
I understand. I thought you were going to say it was a low because you saw this, because that's pretty low for other ones.
I
too.
probably did see it, because
Yeah.
we're talking. If anybody doesn't know, we're talking about the Nerd Bar.
Nerd Bar. That's right.
Nerd.
Yeah, he was a good. Yeah, we did a couple lives together. It was a lot of fun. We told stories one time on Nerd Bar's live. Yeah, we had a fun time. So
Yeah,
Do you ever hear from
I
Nerd Bar?
remember seeing his videos, and he just was hilarious.
Did you ever hear from him?
Once in a while I do. He'll send me a message. He doesn't get on Instagram as much because he mainly stopped because he got that promotion. I tell him he stopped
Right.
because he just wants to ride his scooter around the neighborhood.
The
But,
Tudor
Yeah,
scooter.
yeah, because he got that scooter. Do you remember?
Yep, the Tudor scooter, I called
Yeah,
it.
the Tudor scooter.
Yeah, he was for anybody that hadn't seen, he was a really funny guy. I mean,
His
it was a
videos
stand-up
were
comedian.
hilarious.
Yeah, he was a funny guy.
Him and his daughter. Oh my god.
hmm So anyway, that was a low for me. So there you go. All right, Chaser, what do you got for us?
All right. Let's see. High or low? I have not had really too many embarrassing lows or anything crazy low. Like,
Interesting.
I mean, I've had a couple little squabbles, you know, some people that turned into some stuff. But I'm not going to name. Well, I can't name too many names, but
yeah, I don't think
I could.
So.
I mean, technically, I could. The one thing I will say is I'm still renting space in their effing head because they're messaging me. They're still messaging. My wife even said, because I was like, "Babe, check this out," and I show her, right? I show her the little thing that he sent me or whatever, and it's a he, so they're narrowed it down. and the followers of the kingdom know exactly who the hell I'm talking about. But anyway. I had a video. I kept it up for quite a while. I took it down because I have that up. I don't want to give this guy any kind of juice, credit, whatever it is. But I'm still renting space in his head. I'm telling you. And I totally forgot the guy existed. But he did some crazy stuff on screen, which I was not a fan of. You know, it's just that. Man, I'm a rock and roller partier. I don't get more rowdy. I mean, you don't get more rowdy than a Florida homegrown metalhead. Like, I'm telling you right now, I can hang with the best of them. And I got a great sense of humor, and there's not much that shocks me, but some of the stuff that was going on, I was just not a fan of. Me and this cat getting in a squabble. Next thing you know, some of his friends in the community jump on his side, and then it becomes a whole little back and forth little thing.
Yeah.
You know,
you can't
people
be
are just
my friend if you're still talking to him.
right, and then everybody's on edge. I'm having to reach out to people, and I'm like, why am I even reaching out to this person? I don't even actually know, just to let them know I didn't say the things that this dude said that I said, because I'm getting messages from other people. That kind of stuff is just, I guess that would be the lowest point in my YouTube journey.
Right.
But it wasn't really a low point because it didn't affect me one effing bit. I mean, because I would private message, you know, back and forth with the cat. Like, listen, man, you don't understand, like, the person that I am. I will get a plane ticket and knock on your door. Like, I'm not as scared of a night in jail. Like, you're messing with the wrong person, man. And I had evidence and everything because I screen recorded one of the things that he had done. And I was like, I could easily send this to your local police department. And you would be screwed, man. Just, why don't you lay off? Nope. Went even harder at me. It's like, I didn't want to cause friction and get involved, so I didn't pull the trigger on like, hey, local police department, let me find it and send him, you know, and I'll fly down there. But that kind of stuff, it will work you up, get you really worked up. And you know, face to face, people don't talk that way. People are a lot different than they are.
They definitely are.
100%. You know,
so you got to take that into account. And try not to let it get to you too much. Try not to, you know, go full force. Just it's better. And the wife's point was, why haven't you blocked that guy?
Yeah.
Well, because I don't know. I'm July baby cancer. I ain't blocking you. If you want to say something, to say it. If I block you, then you can't say it. You can't say nothing to me.
Right? You know what? It is a cancer thing because I'm a cancer too, and I would do the same thing.
I'm not gonna block you. I want you to see how happy I am and the awesome people that I hang out with.
The problem
and the friends
is
that I make.
People,
that's more to me.
From a distance.
Yeah, right. That to me, that's the best way to get back at somebody. Is to show them your success. Show them how happy you are in your life.
Look at you.
Show them how good you're doing.
Look at you being all evolved.
Look
at that.
Right, you turn it into
stuff.
a positive.
Look at him being all positive.
I've been running off I tried to tell y'all.
So there's a little advice. So a low kind of turned into a high because it made me realize that, you know, it is better.
I've had people really upset me where I could just feel my blood pressure boiling. And, you know, because I'm very high strung anyways. I mean, I'm on blood pressure medicine. I've already had a heart attack, all that stuff, right? I'm high strung, okay? And, you know, but my whole thing was I quit smoking and I moved to YouTube so I'd have something to do because, you know, I quit smoking. I needed something else to do. Yeah, and so this keeps my hands busy, right? And, you know, but yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's better. It's better to just.
Yeah, and I try to be more positive, like Chase. Go positivity, right?
Go positive.
And, you know, and trying to be like whatever, you know, like I would tell, you know, I would be like, you know what? Let's not act like we don't care what they say. We don't know who cares. We're not 12.
No. And when he messaged me his long speech of a message, which was a couple of weeks ago, I took down the because I used to do the Kingdom rants, which were fun. I mean,
and you probably got the most.
It was good to get shit off your chest. Let me tell you that. But and, I was like, why is this just dirtying up my channel? Let me go ahead and delete it. Well, somebody noticed it. So, one.
I say, how many times is this person watching it to notice it?
Right. So, I must be doing something right because you've been following me the whole time. You've been watching, right?
There you go.
See,
take whatever kind of watch you can get. Hate watch, happy watch, whatever it is.
Immediately sent him a meme back that this is something that bitch Carol Baskins would have said. One of those things with Tiger King standing there,
Tiger King.
Because I'm just gonna joke back at you.
Arguments, it all those are the most viewed videos.
You can fish all you want. It ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. My brain is 100 miles an hour.
Live early if it says, "Let's talk about this," or "I'm done," something like that. Everybody's at the live waiting to see what's going on.
No.
Drama sells.
All that. It sure does. It sure does. So, but yeah, that's. If you could take something from that as far as in the future advice,
you learn from these experiences for sure. You know what I mean? Ways that to interact. So a lot of times people get really pissed off if it doesn't affect you. It's just like seriously.
I mean,
it's just like I'm not going to show that this bothers me. That made him mad. Just like, look, I wanted to make you mad, and it just like, well, whatever.
That's what I always say when
someone
comes to me and they're like, "Man, I said this and they did that." I said, "So act like you don't give a shit."
Yeah.
Nothing will piss them off more than that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
It takes all kinds. All right, Mama J, your turn.
My turn.
Simon.
I would say one of the best.
Fire the cannons.
I'm gonna go with positivity again. One of the best things is, I would say, 90% of the community that I have met. There are people in this community that,
like crazy.
I mean, they're like your family. I mean, their family or different people. It's just, I mean, I've met. Ironically, those who know who Geek Meets Eat is. We've discovered that when you trail us both back, we have relatives that are the same. Okay, so we always just say cousin,
Cuz.
Yeah, but I mean, Quick and his mom, I expect them to be there, I mean, there's people and then when people don't show up, you're like, hey, like, I'm.
You okay?
One of the closest people I am to and have been the closest to since almost the day I started YouTube is Descendant. Okay. And every time he disappears, I'm like, where the hell is he?
Yeah.
And I send him messages and stuff because he is one of the first people I ever made a connection with.
See, that's wicked awesome, man.
But it is. And so people become your family. They become people you expect to be there. And like I said, when they're not, you're like, what the hell? Where are they?
Right. Well, you talk about, I could knock on his door and be like, what's up? You mind if I crash tonight? Yeah, there's the couch. It's like, we never even met in real life.
Right.
But we've become that close.
I went to,
hits me up on Orlando. What are you doing? Nothing.
I went on vacation. I got to meet Geek Meets Eats and her mom because I've been talking to them online. So I got to meet them. I don't know how many of you know who Roscoe Pops is, but Angie and her husband, they met us and we went out to lunch together. So I got to meet, and I've met other people like Yo Jay when he came here, and other people. I've met Pop Couple. I mean, Pops with Purpose. All kinds of people around here. So, yeah, Big Steve, Country Time Steve.
Yeah, I love it. See?
Yeah, so it's the community, and all the people get to meet how amazing most of them are.
The thing that's interesting is
the community is amazing.
Is like when I started doing YouTube, that was probably I didn't think about that at all. Like getting
Me
to know
either.
people.
I
was just
didn't
like, I'm gonna
either.
make videos and I'm gonna be huge because I'm awesome.
That's what
You know
we
I'm
all
saying?
probably
And
thought.
because I have a gigantic ego. You know,
Yep.
I mean, it's completely out of hand. And so I
Basically.
just wanted people to say nice things about me. And
Fast
and
enough.
then you meet people and like, oh, I didn't really know I was gonna meet anybody or talk to anybody or interact with anybody.
That
but
was
that's the
it.
interesting
I
cool
didn't
thing about
expect
it.
to make friends.
You didn't
Yeah.
interact with
Expected to
anybody.
make videos and move on.
Well, I didn't.
you know.
That's true. Good
The
point.
first live ever, you didn't interact with no one.
I
know,
was
right?
on screen, and I could have just sent them a picture of myself, and that'd have been just as good. I wouldn't even have been there for 2 hours. I sat there for 2 hours, did nothing.
Stick a
But you know, and then
screenshot.
the funny thing is people that have come in afterwards, that slowly have come in. I mean, there's some amazing people that have come
Yeah.
into this community too, And and then you get the crappy ones, but then they slowly fade away. I always say the crap will go away
Mm-hmm.
because they're
Yeah.
not going to stay because everybody's going to end up smelling them and they're going to leave.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Well,
So-
they'll stir up something in another, you know what I mean, another group. That,
Yeah.
I mean, people that
I
find
had
that.
What
somebody like
happens?
that. Is it my
Yeah.
turn?
Well, no, it was
Yes.
Quick Draw. I think Quick Draw was
Oh,
going. Was it your
I
turn?
was going to say, I had somebody like that. That
Sure.
could be my story.
Oh,
I
Quick
lost
Draw.
track.
Quick
Mama
Draw was
J
your.
just
You were
went.
talking. It was your.
No,
Huh?
it was Mama J.
Oh, what? Oh,
Meeting people
I
on
lost track.
YouTube.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh, it is my turn?
I guess it
Yeah.
was your turn. I thought it was Quick
Oh.
Draw. I guess I.
Oh, that's
Okay, go
right.
ahead.
It's the community. I was talking about
Yeah, the community.
Oh, yeah.
But
The community.
the funny thing is that I met there was this girl, okay? I'm going to say her name because she's gone. She's gone as gone can be. Her name was Elizabeth Mazak, okay? And she was really close friends. She developed a friendship with me and with like a lot of people. She really got in, and then she's like, "Oh, hey, you guys should come watch this Pop is Life, something." Right? Everybody was there. LBD, Dead Zone, Geek Meets Eats. Quick knows who I'm talking about. Quick was there. Everybody was there, spending money, trying to win shit. Right? We were all gambling online like fools.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
And anyways, Elizabeth really attached herself to me, right? Like when I was doing like my 500 giveaway, she was contacting mystery box companies saying, "Do you want to donate?" I had no clue, and she was doing
No.
this behind my back and stuff. And she would do different things like that. And then
Okay.
she would get really mad, like with other mods saying that she was the best, and she goes, I'm the best, I'm the best. And she hates when other people would mention other mods, particularly the amazing one that's in our chat now. And so anyways, at one point she's like, "Well, I don't expect anybody," she would always tell me, "I don't expect anybody to send me anything." I said, "Okay." And I had sent her stuff and her mom's stuff because I don't know if that was really her mom or a fake mom, but anyways, she ended up leaving our district because she started playing too many games and people caught on to it. So she left our Funko area. Okay. She moved herself to the comic book community and attached herself to Padawan, somebody like that. Attached
Shorty,
herself
something
somebody over
Shorty.
there.
Something
Yeah.
shorty.
And
Yeah,
then
it was another girl.
they ended up and they were mad at us because they thought, "Oh, why would you guys do this to her?" Then she started screwing around with them, and all of a sudden they realized we weren't as crazy as they thought we were, and they pushed her out of the community, so
Oh,
nobody knows
Lord.
where she is now. But she caused so much drama. Oh my god!
Always some drama.
And I think
All
her
right.
mom was fake.
A lot of drama.
That's a lot of drama. I missed all this. Where was I? Chase, where was I? Were we hanging out together?
That's Craig spread the
Where
love,
was I
right,
doing?
Christina?
We're just
Oh.
keeping our noses clean.
We were just keeping our noses clean. That's what I don't know what we were doing. I didn't pay attention.
Oh, wrap it up.
I was
with
eating
Quick
jelly
Draw.
beans and puking and pooping myself.
lucky.
I don't know what the hell I was doing.
Strange Dog Comics said Pop Life Toys. He called him out. I couldn't remember
Oh.
the name.
Okay.
I couldn't remember the name.
Hashtag drama.
I remember the faces or the logos,
Drama.
but I don't always remember the
Yeah, he
name.
had the T-Rex logo.
Yeah, for his son.
For his son.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Because his son was
The old heartstrings.
autistic, I think.
Okay, the old heartstring thing. Okay, yeah, that's way to go there.
Yeah, because Fox lost it on him when he started saying that he needed to make
No
money
drama.
to sell his stuff because he needed to build a playground for his kids, and we all needed to pay for it. and Fox lost it. That's when Fox friggin' lost it, and he's like, and then I'm like,
we
no, I'm
lost
not
it.
going back there because Fox, you've already lost it over there. I don't want to go over there. And he goes, come on, we're going over there. We're going to tell him what we think. And we both go to the
A raid.
Fox is going off, and I'm just like, here I am with Fox.
Oh, brother.
Hell yeah, that's like slush
Oh,
it.
my goodness.
Oh, you
don't
don't
mess
want
with
that.
Fox,
You don't.
'cause he don't
Yeah,
play.
you don't want that heat, man. You don't.
Yeah, Fox don't
You know.
play, and he takes and like he's like, I don't want you buying no. I said, I'm not buying nothing from him. I'm not even talking to him.
Believe me, there's drama there. It just hasn't hit you yet. there's
No drama.
There's no
in
drama.
Waco.
Bullshit.
Listen, everything we
Just
talked
imagine.
about is literally just
Are you
icing.
sure?
It's a very thin layer of icing is all we've talked about.
I'm sure that's true.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's true.
because look at Quick's turn, and he's gonna give some drama too. You watch.
Quick draw. We're gonna wrap it up with you. You gotta hire or low.
I don't give too much drama. But I do have one that's best and worst, and it's when my mother won a PlayStation.
Yes,
Hey.
that's the one I remember.
Why is that
Mom-
worst? How can your
Now
mom?
listen.
Okay, go ahead.
My mom won the PlayStation, and then
Mhm.
immediately people were hitting her up and me up, saying that it was my alt account and stuff
Oh.
like that.
I see.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
duping
Remember
them
that.
double.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of drama.
So that caused my mom to stop. She still watches.
Oh.
She still watches people, but she hardly ever comments.
Ever
anymore.
comment?
or enters giveaways. She doesn't do
That's
it
too
no more
bad.
I don't want to
because
F
of
it up
that
for you.
situation.
See,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks, man. See,
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah, it was real. It was really stupid. I mean, we knew it was, but people, because
I had
people were mad that they didn't win.
Yeah, I had to physically, when my mom got the PlayStation, physically take a picture of her and post it. Like, there's my mom with the PlayStation. Like,
Yeah, he
You
did.
just
I
gave it to
remember
her.
that. I
Gave
remember
it to
that. I do
Well, that's
remember
like
that.
when my
'cause who
wife
gave it
wins
away?
shit.
Was it John?
It's the same thing.
How?
Who was the person that gave it away?
Sean Ryan.
That's what I thought. I thought it was Sean.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Sean.
Believe me, and if the wife wins anything, she keeps it. It's hers. I mean,
Mhm.
she's like,
Well,
all like, in your face, Chase. So I just
My-
know that it's
My
not
mom-
coming to me.
my mom finally got the PlayStation, but before that, I was using it for a long time.
He really was.
Hey,
Oh yeah, I think Quick's
It's
mom
mine.
is awesome. I love Quick's mom. But yeah, I do remember that night because I was like, but even though we were all the Funko Pop community, we still had our cliques in the community, and I clicked a little bit the other way.
She makes
So-
some great cookies.
And she makes she'll bake cookies.
Hey,
There you go.
And
ah,
she hasn't
straight
been
up.
doing it. She hasn't been doing it for a while because she got a new position at work, so she's really, really busy. But she still watches people's videos. She has the PlayStation, or is it the Xbox? I forget which one she has, but she works from home, so
Mhm.
she has this big setup in the living room.
Oh,
has-
yeah.
she has
Multi monitors and
Yeah,
shit.
she's got one screen for the PlayStation to play videos, and she has three
Good
other
Lord.
screens just for her work.
Nice.
Well, Inspector's room, he has 1, 2. Well, he
Bat
had
cave.
4, and then he got rid of the 2 down here, and he got this 72-inch curved thing, but he
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
like it, so he had to return it.
Oh,
And
man.
he got the smaller one that was 40 something. He didn't like because he does a lot of photos and stuff, and with that
Too-
72, it made it so distorted. He said, "I can't use this." So
Yeah.
he
Stretches
returned
her
it, got the
faces and
smaller
shit.
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
there my mom commented.
Hey,
Now she comments.
There you go.
Hails for the cake.
There you go.
See,
You
she
asked and
said,
she
"P.S.
she
in my
delivered.
bedroom."
There you
I
go.
don't think she means piece of shit, but she could.
Now the PlayStation that she won is now in her bedroom.
Hey,
No,
man,
it's
if
like-
Mr.
I
Ugly
gave her-
wins.
I gave her
No
my
way.
old Xbox, my Xbox One, when I bought the X series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Still a great freaking system, though.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
how
it.
she'll watch
Halo and shit. Let's go.
Netflix, YouTube
Yeah.
videos.
You can do all that on those.
Yeah.
She
That's
plays
cool.
no video games at all. It's just
That would be me if I had one out here. I would
You
never be
watch
playing games. I would be
Blu-rays and
just for watching.
DVDs and
Yep.
have fun.
That's cool.
Now everybody
I
knows
can't
he's my
keep up with
split
nowadays video games.
personality, so I can't.
I've
If
been
he
watching a
wins
lot
it, I
of
want it.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about the Switch 2, and for some reason, the people are just completely melting down about this thing. About Nintendo is going down.
They don't like it, or they
I
do
think
like
that, like the cost is.
Oh
like,
my God!
it
You know, my son was going to buy one.
much.
He was going to trade in his current one and get the new one, but then GameStop did something stupid, so he's decided not to do whatever.
Well, you can't pre-order. That was another thing. You can't pre-order right now because of a variety of different things. But it's not just the cost of the thing. It's the games now. Like $450 for the thing, and then one of the games, Mario Kart, is $80 just for the digital version. If you want the physical, it's $90. Huh?
It does piggyback, right? Like you can use the games from the older systems in it.
You can, but if you want the new games, it's $80.
No, I
and then
get
if
it.
you want, and then if you want to use the old games, but you want to upscale, there's an upscale cost. There's like the old game was $60. There's like $20 extra just to upscale it to the new quality of the. But it's
like
there's
when
also
they
like
put out
a chat
Blu-rays
button.
and wanted to charge us more because it was Blu-ray, and everybody's like, "Damn, why did I buy a Blu-ray?" You know.
Right.
Well, there's also like a chat button that you have to do if you want to do a chat. But they're charging for every like little thing. Wow. It's just driving people completely insane.
Even Xbox and PlayStation rose prices up too.
Yeah, they started it
for like Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're upcharging. It's like, why are you upcharging? There's no physical.
I'm
not getting anything other than I can go live.
Yeah.
Right?
I still got to pay $80 for the video game to go live.
Yeah.
Multiplayer and stuff.
I can play with strangers that I don't know. Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoopie freaking do.
My son only plays games on the computer now. He doesn't use an Xbox or a PS.
A lot of people do that now.
Yeah.
That's the way to go nowadays.
Yeah,
one of the people, YouTubers, was ranting because they apparently, like in the terms of service, which nobody reads, by the way, the terms of service that says if you're caught pirating a game, they can brick your system. They can hit it, and your system just melts down, and you're done. You're completely done. And so they're like, I wonder if they're actually going to do it. They wouldn't put it in there if they didn't plan on having something like that happen.
$600 systems.
I
heard the Switch sucked anyway as a handheld because the battery doesn't last that long.
Yeah, there's issues, but a lot of people
that's
are very
the thing.
upset.
That's how they get you. The controller, certain controller, costs this much money.
And they only give
wireless?
you one controller anyways.
Wireless?
They don't give you two.
Yeah, exactly. They make you get two.
Yeah,
if you
only
want to play
get one.
with a
You got to
friend.
get another one.
Yeah. Oh, you want wireless? That's a whole other thing. And then you got to charge it. And those batteries, they don't last. So you got to buy a battery. And that battery, that's $30.
Yeah,
What do you mean
sure.
$30? It's a freaking battery.
Well, the Switch battery is internal, so if it goes, you have to send it away to get it replaced.
No, not worth it.
Well,
It's not worth it.
It's so crazy. I don't know. You know, these companies they nickel and dime you to death. You know, just like when they first did Xbox did a Halo edition, and they added $100 to the cost of that system because it was a Halo edition.
Just
Okay,
because it was
and the Xbox was $299, and the Halo edition was $399.
Yeah, sure.
And I walked into
360?
it. Huh?
Was it the Xbox 360 Halo?
Yeah,
Probably. I think so.
Because the original
I'm pretty
Xbox Halo edition I had, it didn't cost me no $100.
No, not $100.
Extra 100.
Extra 100.
Oh, extra 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you got one extra board or some shit.
You
got one extra board you can play.
But I walked into a Target because my son wanted one, and I told him, no, you can have the regular one for Christmas. I'm not buying the Halo one. I'll buy you a sticker. And he was so mad. And I went in because it was $100 more just to say Halo and be green. You know?
Yeah. That's cool.
The green one.
Yeah, so I went into a Target one day with my mom, and it was like about a month before Christmas. And we were walking around, and I happened to look, and they had the $3.99 spot, and they were locked in cases because I'm in that kind of world. And so the $3.99 spot was dead empty, and the $2.99 spot had 3 Halo editions sitting on top of the $2.99 sticker. I said, "Excuse me, can you send a manager over here to help me, please?"
Is that $2.99?
No. And the manager came over. I said, "I want you to take a look. I can't get in this case. They put these in the wrong spot. I would like one of those for $2.99." Nice. And he says, "Well, I don't know if I could do that." I said, "Really? I've already taken a picture, and that is your policy."
Mhm.
So I ended up buying the Halo edition for the same price as the regular one. So he ended up with the Halo.
That poor guy.
Son,
probably
you're
ended up
lucky
getting
I
terminated
shysted the
because of
guy.
this. That
He
probably
did,
guy is
but you know
on
what?
the
It's not my
food line
problem.
right now.
Your employees should know how to do their job.
Gypsied him.
I'm a retail
devil.
manager. If my employees screw up like that, I gotta eat it.
Oh.
But you probably terminate them, though, right? Do you terminate
I'd
these
write them up
employees, or-
probably depending on what it was.
Poor person.
Well, you
How
get
many times have you been late this month?
turn them into a corporate office and let them deal with it.
Yeah.
I see you clocked in late the other day, so. we're
Oh
gonna have to
no,
let you go.
tardies were a big issue for me.
It's just
I
looking
hate
for
people that are
excuse.
tardy like that.
I worked one
always
day at a
complain
gas
people
station
are.
for 4 hours, and I quit my job because 2 people drove off without paying for gas, and they told me, "Did you write their license plate down?" And I'm like, "Pardon me?" And they're like, "The license plate. This is back before you paid at the pump."
Before video
And,
anything.
and
There was no-
the tanks were a million miles away. You couldn't even see the car, let alone the thing. It's like, you guys are out of your mind. So I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, holy crap, I owe them money for, like, I actually still think I owe them like $20 to go back. I never go back to that guy. I said, I'm done. I left. I told my dad, I think I was 19 at the time. I told my dad, I was like, I'm not going back there. He's like, what are you talking about? And he was like, I owe them. He was like, oh, well.
I
I said,
all
you got
day,
me the
now I
job,
owe
you
them.
call them, because I'm not calling them. So I never went back.
Oh, the money.
I never got my check. I never paid them. I just didn't
call
go
it
back.
even and go.
Where-
You
It's
know what? You
not
better
even,
be
but
careful. Somebody that works at that company, maybe high up, might be watching us, and they're
There
going,
you go.
you know what?
If-
He's the one that had
If
that
you work at the
$20
Slip-In
tab
gas
that's now
station in
$20
South Hill,
million
Virginia,
goes
I
up.
owe you $20. Okay, come get it. You
Now
know
it's
what I mean?
$20 million. We better
the
go
one
see
thing or
him.
whatever ran out by now.
He's a big YouTube
Terrible.
star.
If only. If only.
Darth Vader. That'd be sick. That's pretty badass.
This is
All right,
before
you
the
guys.
this is before the days of barcoding. There was no
Yeah.
barcodes on things. This is how old this happened.
Yep.
Oh,
Terrible.
You had to
Man.
know
I
what
used
you're
to do
buying.
There was no price
Gas
tags
run.
on anything. There were no barcodes.
no,
I had
gas
to guess
run.
what
This
the
is
cost
back
of these
when
items
people
were.
remembered
Alright.
stuff.
Who here
Once
has done a
we-
beer run?
Once we stopped remembering phone numbers,
Grab the beer
we
and
stopped
just run.
remembering everything else.
I've done a gas run and a beer run. But man, none of you. So I'm the delinquent. Is that
That's
what we're
right.
saying?
That's right. You're the reason I
Somebody's
quit
not
my
admitting
job.
to
I've
it.
You're the
never
reason
done
I
that.
quit my job, Chase. Thanks.
The old beer run. How was
I was going to make a career at working at that
Now,
gas station.
I
Didn't you
did
know
get
that?
arrested a few times with beer in places we shouldn't have it. Like the cops pulled up on us at the beach, and the funny thing was there were 4 girls and there were 4 guys, and 3 of the guys took off running down the beach like little pansies. And we're
Oh,
like,
Lord.
what? Only one guy stayed strong and stayed with us. And the cop came and he was talking to us, and he says, so one of you go in there and tell those girls in that restroom I know they're in there. And we're like, yeah. So I walked over. I said, come on, guys. He already knows you're in here, right? He goes, okay, so whose beer is this? And we all just kind of stood there because there
That
was
guy that ran over.
only one person over 21 in our group at that moment. And I said, the 3 little guys that ran off like
Kids.
the P word, and I won't say it here. I said,
Fancies.
well, yeah, okay. I said,
Not close.
it was theirs.
Wrong.
And he says, okay, he goes, do you know their names? I said, honestly, no, we picked them up at the corner down there. And we did, so we didn't know their names, okay? And the only one we knew was the one that stayed with us when they took off running. So then the cop says, okay, come here. And he called the only guy left. He says, you need to open all of these beers and pour them out. And we're thinking, damn, that's a whole 12-pack. We only took 3 out of there, right? My friend had to sit there, Joey, and he had to pop every one of them and pour them out. And we were in San Clemente. Now, I live in, like, the Long Beach area. And we were down in San Clemente because that's where Joey and his sister Tina lives. So, anyways, the cop made us pour out all these beers. He goes, now you guys need to leave. He knew we were drinking, and he wanted us to get in the car and drive away. Okay, fine. I'm the driver. I had a Honda Escort with the hatchback. And so I walked around and I opened the hatchback, and we had a pregnant girl with us. She was about 7 months. She got in the
Yeah,
trunk.
what's going on
Okay.
here?
And so we
You had a
got
pregnant
in the
lady in the
trunk.
trunk. What is
Well,
going
because
on?
we had a lot of
That's
people,
a good
and if you
turn.
know what a Ford
But geez,
Escort
why
looks
is the
like,
pregnant lady in the
Wait,
trunk? Why
hold
not put
on.
somebody else in there?
if
She
you know
was
what
drinking.
the Ford Escort looks like, it's a
I
small
do.
little car.
I
Okay,
know.
but we didn't want anyone to sit on her, and her brother Joey's
So-
like 400
The
pounds.
fetus was already
So-
sitting on her belly.
Yeah, so we just put her in the trunk, but we didn't have
Okay.
the thing up, so she
That
could
sounds
look out
right.
the back window.
You
Okay.
gotta think that this is like what, the late 70s, early 80s?
No, this was in the 80s.
It didn't sound like anyone was thinking clearly. Was anybody?
Well, we
Was
probably
anybody
weren't
sober
thinking
at this
clearly.
time?
Anyway,
What's
They're
going on?
adolescents
I
drinking.
put her in the trunk. The cop says, "What are you doing?" I said, "You
Oh,
told
crap.
us to leave." He goes, "Why did you?" I said, "Because she's pregnant. She can't get in the car. Just to ride
That's
in the
not a
trunk."
good answer. That's the worst answer you could give.
That's why she's.
And he's like,
That's
"Okay,
why
you guys
she's in the
need to
trunk.
leave
She's
this area,"
pregnant.
'cause
Oh,
we were
that
at a
makes
beach.
sense.
So we all got in the car and we drove to Long Beach. We stopped at the liquor store and bought some more beer. And then we went to my friend Tammy's house and drank it. That's when I did all that crazy stuff.
Right, right. We picked up on that.
Hey, you know, we were talking about moments, you know, that's an offline moment, but that was like reality. I mean, that cop, it just says, I mean, come on, seriously, do you think a cop nowadays is going to be like, all right, all of you intoxicated children,
No,
get in your
no.
car and go
That's
home?
what they did to us. in
After he
Florida.
looked at my license and it said Long
The same
Beach.
shit here.
You know?
He made us pour it all out. And then
Yeah, they
my
won't do
buddy's
that nowadays.
pouring the beers out. And he threw the can on the ground and grabbed another beer. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I didn't tell you to throw the cans on the ground. We did the same damn thing. It was like 3 cases of beer. He made him pour every one of them out and
Yeah.
throw the empties in the damn trunk. And then told us to get the hell out of here. And we were
Yeah.
all already lit.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
That's
There
what
we
I'm
go.
saying. They're like, go ahead, go. You know, and I mean, I had a tiny car, so we like all crammed in there. And when we had those 3 guys, it was even worse.
A
You
little
know?
less strict back in the day. It was a lot
But-
more fun
Yeah.
growing up.
Was it?
Yeah, because a lot of times they knew you effed up and they were just,
Yeah,
don't
they
be a
just kinda
dumbass, get out of
sneak on their
here.
way, you know.
Nowadays, it don't work like that.
No, it definitely
In the
doesn't.
old days, they give you a little slack. Get out.
Nowadays, they'd be on camera and they would be looking for work. Okay,
Right.
so
Right. They didn't have body cams.
we didn't have body cams then. That's right.
But it's so crazy. They're just like, yeah, okay, now go on, guys. So we're like, okay. And it was fun when we left because I got to go to the speed bumps and my friend kept bouncing her head on the window.
Yeah, that's great. The pregnant,
pregnant
lady, you
girl?
mean?
Wait.
Listen,
Or-
How'd the
she
kid
was
turn out?
17. Hold on, she was 17 on child 3. She needed to
Is she
stop
saying
getting
you're-
pregnant, so I was trying to pound some sense into her head.
There you
I'm
go.
sure it worked too. I'm
They
sure.
were all the same daddy, but still, she ended up with 9 kids in the end.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's what I
Right, you
said.
guys.
2 of them are my
That
godchildren.
hashtag.
Number 1 and number 3 are my godsons.
Number 1. You don't know the names, just their numbers.
No, it's
Number
Patrick
one,
and Anthony,
like-
but that's because there's so many of them. I always call them number 1 and number 3. I call
Huge
them all
fan
by
of
their
Dr.
numbers.
Take 1 and take 2.
I do.
One
I'm like,
fish,
number
2
4,
fish?
come here.
Is that what it
They're
is?
all
One fish, 2
adults
fish?
now, so
I mean, number one's
Right.
one thing, but who wants to be called number 2? I mean, that's just really terrible. If you're number 2, you can't be
That
very
was
happy with
They
that
called
number.
me the deuce.
number 2.
Like, wait a minute, did you
Patrick.
what?
Oh, Jonathan. Jonathan was number 2.
The
Yeah.
number 1 probably looked like Sloth after that.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. That child was never the same, I'm sure.
All right, chat, drop a hashtag. Let's get this hashtag flowing. We're about to wrap this show up. We'll pick a hashtag and get you entered into the variety show
Hashtag
giveaway.
No pull out.
And I didn't tell everybody,
Yeah,
but
right?
we missed dad jokes last week. I do
Right.
have a
Wasn't
couple
here.
of dad jokes to end the show tonight in honor of Hot Topics with L Awesome.
There you go.
My
Hot
man.
topics.
Pop to heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the show with a couple jokes. Hope everybody enjoyed tonight's topic. Highs and lows. Definitely
And I'll be
y'all
going
always
and
learn
spreading rumors about what we said.
Yeah.
Spread
I
the
didn't think it was
rumors.
going to go that way, y'all. Just let you know. I didn't know what was going to
I
happen.
would
so
say
it's all
we're
good.
due for some more drama, but we just had some from
Yeah.
what was it?
Because,
Funky
you know,
Bop?
we got to have our drama every
Funky
so
Bop.
often.
See?
Just like that.
I'm
I
out
thought
of
they were
loop.
brother and sister, but I guess they were husband and wife. I don't remember their names, but they were like that crazy couple. And she kept saying, well, Sean
Snap.
overcharged us for, and she was yelling about Sean
Oh,
because she was
yeah.
mad about someone else. And I said, aren't they brother and sister? And someone said, no, they're married. And I went, oh, they look exactly
Doesn't mean they
alike.
can't be married.
A bunch of people got mad at them because they kept like sending their videos through private message to watch.
Yeah, and you know what else? They made
Oh.
everyone mad when they sent everybody a message at 3 a.m. in the morning and said, can you help us hit 1K? That would really make whatever her name was very happy. And Sin lost it. And he went off on them because they sent it so early and everyone was pissed. And yeah. And they wanted us to give stuff for them to give away. Didn't want us to offer. They almost told us, can you give us? Can you do a mystery box? You know, I mean, we're just like
guilt you into some shit. Like,
they were. I don't even remember their name. I don't remember anyone's name. I'm not a name person. Listen, I call my godchildren number 1 and number 3.
There you go. At least you remember their numbers. That's better than what it could be.
Right.
You might say, "Oh, hey, number 3." No, I'm number 1. I don't, you know.
All right, quick draw. We're going to give you the honor of picking the hashtag. Definitely appreciate you hanging out
See
with us
anything
tonight, my man. So scatter through them. See what you
Let's
like.
just go with an easy one, fun.
All right, there you go.
Hashtag fun.
Hashtag
All
fun.
right,
All
yeah,
right.
man's hashtag.
Number
Hashtag
2
fun.
was Jonathan, but I wasn't his godmother. His aunt was his godmother.
Okay. Yeah, whatever happened to 2? I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah. Oh no, they
Anyway,
all ended up.
how did
with
we end up on
they all
3?
ended up
We
with
skipped
godparents,
2.
but I'm only
Who does
godparent
number
to-
2 work for?
I'm only godmother to number 1 and number 3, but everyone has godmothers.
No. Okay.
Well, you
I
guys are
said no
getting in the
more after the second
hashtag.
one. I'm like, I'm good. I can't take any more because you're not stopping. Every 11 months they were apart. Number 1
brother.
and number 2 were 1 year apart. They were 11 months apart. Number 2 and number 3 had the same birthday. They were just 1 year apart, and every baby after that was 11 months younger than the one before.
Oh man, wait a minute. That's a crazy man. On this night is when we're going to be getting freaky because I have to have this kid in 10 months.
Right? I'm telling you, it was like I don't ever remember not seeing
What the
her
hell's
pregnant.
going on?
I don't remember not seeing her pregnant. I just don't. Since 16, she'd always been pregnant.
Oh, brother.
Okay, well, before we get to a couple dad jokes to end up the show, this movie sucks, okay? This movie is effing horrible. It is garbage. I shot a freaking video. I didn't post it. It was private. I sent it to just you guys. That
Oh, you
shit
didn't
was
post it? I
horrible.
thought
I
you
went on
posted it.
YouTube to look for
Oh.
it when I seen that you had sent it because I couldn't watch it right then. And I'm on YouTube looking, and I'm like,
Nope.
take that
Hell
shit
no.
down. And then I went
Oh.
back, and it was in the chat. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, send me a link. I want to watch this.
I will send you this link.
First, it's a very short video. First
Yeah.
of all,
Right. Yeah,
I want to say something here. I watched this
Go ahead.
when I was a child.
I was,
So when
yeah,
I
I
watch
was,
it
it's been a
now,
long time
I-
since I seen it.
I think about how I felt when I was a child. So
Yeah.
now that you're watching it as an adult, I could sort of see why you wouldn't think it was great. But it was a good movie, and you're being very difficult to
As
get
a
along with,
child.
just so you know.
That wasn't the premise. It's a good movie if you're
It is a good
child.
movie.
That was
No, I'm saying
It
I
was a
the
good
storyline
movie.
was stupid. The whole thing was
But you know what? I think
the
maybe
giant
you're
rat
past,
thing.
you're past. Wait a minute. I think you're past like the fascination of it because you know that movie's from the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
it's
think
never
about
a
how
good
old
story,
we
but-
all were then. And so at that time, you might have been fascinated too if you were, especially if you were playing in the grass, if you know what I mean. And so you might have been fascinated by it too. But it like the Bearded Barbarian said, we're older now, so yeah, you're gonna view it different.
Yeah.
And I can't even say I would like it if I watched it right now. I've watched movies that I loved as a kid, and I'm going,
That,
this is boring.
that was the one question. Okay, guys. Has any of you watched this recently?
And what did I say?
It's right
I
before
just
I
saw it 2
posted
years
the
ago.
video.
I know it's 2 years ago. I
No,
remember.
mine was
I
longer
loved
than
it.
that. I really
Oh, it
don't
was
know
bad.
when I saw it last.
There was like maybe 2 laughs the whole time. The rest was stupid ridiculous. The storyline was just awful horrible.
But I know what you
It was
loved.
so bad.
But I do know what you loved.
What was that?
He loved the blanket with the picture on it.
God, that is a damn good blanket. That's the softest blanket I own, I gotta say.
And it has a big old Princess Bride picture on it.
It's huge. It's just, but nobody sees me, so I can just watch TV with a damn blanket. But I'm telling you, yeah, I gotta say. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's a great movie." I even put a little poll on the little Instagram thing, and everybody's, "Oh, great, yeah, you should check definitely."
See how you're wrong.
Garbage.
So many people can't be wrong.
Garbage.
You're the one who's wrong. Did you ever think of that?
It's like Cisco and Ebert. You remember them guys? They weren't
I do.
always. They didn't always agree.
No,
You can't say
yeah.
one guy was wrong because he
Well,
thought
it was
garbage.
that's what made it a TV show. If they agreed, it would have been a terrible TV
There
show.
you go.
What I'm saying is they probably did agree, but they're like, okay, you need to hate this and you need to like it so that we can make a show. Okay, don't you think that happened? Honestly, if they agreed on everything, I was like, this is the
I
dumbest
think
show
every
ever.
one of us should pick a movie, and everyone else has to watch that movie. So
Okay.
we have to watch
Okay.
3 movies.
Okay.
Hold on. We
Okay.
have to
Okay.
watch 3 movies, and then we're going to come on and we're going to discuss either what we liked or didn't like
Okay.
about the movie.
It's a good idea.
I think we can do that.
I like
I have
that
one-
premise.
I have one rule. I'm not going to watch She-Hulk. Okay, now it's not a movie; it's a TV show. I refuse to watch. Other than that, you're welcome to
But
pick
anything
anything.
goes. Well, not porn or anything like that. But
Yeah, please do.
anything is suitable
No.
for YouTube.
Silent Hill or something cool.
I don't like
I mean, 'cause
horror
there's a
movies.
lot
You
of movies
can't
I
have
don't
horror.
watch.
I know
you
we can't
know.
do horror. Wait a minute.
I'm scared. I won't be able to sleep.
I
Silent
think
Hill
that-
was so
no.
good.
Yeah, I don't usually do horror either, but I will. I'll just
When he
watch
shows
it
her
when
skin
we
at the
get-
door.
I love
it was
Sergeant
splat.
Pepper.
It's so good.
If you're talking about the Beatles.
We'll have to figure that out for a future
The
episode.
Goonies. We've probably all seen the Goonies.
I've seen the Goonies.
You need to pick a movie that you don't. I mean, a good
Goonies
movie,
was
you
okay.
know,
It
like a
was
movie
okay.
you really like, maybe
least the
that's not
storyline
real
was-
popular,
Like Waterworld.
like Waterworld.
I don't
It's a
think
good
anybody's
movie.
gonna like
Or
that.
what's
like
that
that
other
movie.
I
one?
love that movie.
WandaVision? WandaVision?
That was really
Black
good.
Panther, the one
So
you
you
like.
like
okay?
Waterworld, but you don't like
Oh,
that?
it's the
What
shit,
is wrong
man.
with you? What is wrong with you?
He's got the.
I got the action
eye.
figures.
He took my eye.
Spinal Tap, we might have all already seen. It's been a long time, but I did see
Oh.
Spinal Tap.
Corny but good. Like that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so I
This
think
is not
we should all
corny.
pick a
This is
movie.
not good.
And we don't have to do them all in the same week. We could do like, you know, we'll
Oh,
get all
so
of our
bad.
choices in, and then we'll just do one week if you want, one another.
I'm gonna
week.
say Gothica. Has anyone seen Gothica? Y'all need to
I
see it.
have
It's a
not seen
scary,
Gothica.
scary movie that I couldn't
was
sleep.
not
Oh, but
scary.
you have
Halle
to know
Berry
what
and
it's about.
shit.
It's very scary.
Listen, I'm gonna make them all watch
it.
Magic Mike.
Discuss whether it was scary.
Magic
Halle
Mike.
Berry. Magic Mike. Now that's scary.
Yeah, I can't.
You know what? I think I've only seen one of those anyway.
All right, you're all tasked to watch Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, I
No,
know.
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I ever seen the Gothica. I heard of it.
It's very scary.
It was
It
good.
is.
Gotham. It was good.
Yeah, it's very
It is
scary.
not scary.
Halle Berry's in it.
All
It's-
night marathon.
Yeah.
No
My
foreign
goodness.
language. I don't want to have to read what I watched. Oh, I loved the movie Zapped with Scott Baio. We could watch
Deliverance.
Zapped with Scott Baio.
Scott Baio.
Scott Baio.
Yeah, he was in
Brother.
Zapped.
I used to have Deliverance on DVD.
Deliverance.
Fuck that.
All right. Has anybody got any dad jokes?
Oh wait, I was looking.
You got a few? I didn't.
I got one here. Let me read mine. Here.
We can maybe throw
All
one each. Go ahead, Barbarian.
What concert cost 45 cents? What concert
I know.
cost 45 cents?
45
I know.
cents.
50 cents with Nickelback opening.
Well, it says featuring Nickelback, but yes, that's exactly it. I hate a know-it-all. All right, go ahead.
I like that
Dang.
joke. That's why I knew it.
Oh, okay.
Because I like
I never heard-
Nickelback.
Let me bring
I
the
know.
drums closer. All right. What did the carpenter say when he finally finished building his house? What did the carpenter say? Finally
idea.
finished building my house.
That's what he
Nailed
said.
it.
Nice.
Okay, here I got one. Why do bagpipers walk while they play?
Pipers walk while they play.
No idea.
Guess. I have no guess. Not a guess.
guess.
To get away from the awful noise.
To get away.
You don't like bagpipes? I love bagpipe music.
Here's one. What is Mozart doing these days?
Mozart
Nothing.
doing these days.
He's dead, so he's doing nothing.
Not listening to music.
What did you say, quick?
Dust?
Oh no, it's
Dust in the wind?
decomposing.
Oh, decomposing. There you go.
It's decomposing.
That's a good one.
Okay. Wait a minute. What do you call a parrot that's flying away?
Bye bye, birdie.
No,
Escaped.
no.
A polygon?
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Smart.
Yeah, we said at the same time, too.
That's close.
Yeah, it was polygon. I was sitting there thinking for a minute. I'm like, Polly, want a
Polygon.
cracker? No, polygon. There you go.
That's it, man.
That's
Oh.
Okay, here's one. How do you make a Kleenex dance?
You put a little boogie in it.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you such a smart? That's not
Classic.
cool.
So, guys, I just want to let you know I won't be back next week because I will probably not be allowed on.
Probably. Probably.
What do a tick and an Eiffel Tower have in common?
Tick and tower. You can't. Whoa. Don't jump. Something jump.
I don't know.
They're both parasites.
Parasites. That's a good one.
That is funny.
Parasites. Have you heard of the sport called quiet tennis?
No.
No.
It's like normal tennis, but without the racket.
Okay, here's one. Who is a brain farmer's favorite musical artist?
Brain farmer?
Brain. G-R-A-I-N.
I'm
Who
great.
is a
Brain
brain
farmer.
farmer's favorite
Brain farmer.
musical artist?
Favorite musical artist?
No idea.
Ooh.
Trying to think of band names.
That's
The only one that
me
comes to
too.
mind is Weedus.
A weed eater. I have no idea.
It is Paul and Oates.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man!
Oh,
Oh,
brother.
no! Damn it!
Everybody knows
That's
Paul
so
and Oates.
obvious when you said it too.
Yeah, right? It's like, Stoy.
I know, because I sit there and thought, God, would I get this if I were asking me? And I'm going, God, I don't know if I would or wouldn't, you know. And I own Paul and Oates stuff, you know. So
Barbarian, you got one?
What's
I got
a
one
robot's favorite snack?
Robot's favorite snack.
Let's see if I can stump Mama J. She's gotten all of them so far here. What's a robot's favorite snack?
Nuts and bolts.
No.
okay, I was just about to say that, so I'm not sure.
Computer chips.
Computer.
I'm very proud of myself. Good job.
You felt good.
I'm reading something on the internet and I stumped Mama J. That made me very happy.
My
One of my new
last-
highs. One of my new highs.
My last dad joke is, what do you call 10 rabbits marching backwards.
Receding hairline.
Receding hairline.
Oh, wow. There you go.
All right. If April showers bring Mayflowers, then what do Mayflowers bring?
Allergies.
I can't remember this one. I know it too. Damn it.
Pilgrims.
Pilgrims. That's right.
Oh.
Pilgrims.
Whatever.
Mayflowers.
Oh, good God. You want to end it on that one? Get this
Listen, I'm really good
Barbarian,
friends
you got
with
one more
Eric
idea?
from Two Boys in Their
Got one
Pops, and he's full of dad jokes. That's the only reason I'm good at this.
Practice with Eric.
What did the coffee report to the police? What did the coffee report to the police?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have no idea.
A mugging.
A muggy.
Okay.
Oh my God.
A mugging.
These are dad
I was
jokes.
thinking
Those
maybe
are
it's something
granddad
to do with
jokes.
beans or something.
That's what I kept on. I kept on saying beans, and I was thinking of beans all different ways, but nothing was
No.
working.
Yeah, I don't think they have any
There you
laws
have
against
it.
beans.
Submit your dad jokes, dude.
Yeah, if you got dad
To
jokes,
Chase.
send them in.
Send them directly to Chase.
That was dad jokes. Time for
There you
dad
go.
jokes. Catch
Dad
us
jokes.
next time for some more dad jokes.
There you go.
All right. So we got, let's see, 12 entries into the giveaway. All right, let's share it to the screen here. All right, you guys. Once again, we'd like to thank our wonderful guests. This evening, we got Mama J. If you haven't already subscribed, I know you have, but if you haven't, get over there. She's got some awesome stuff. Definitely got to get on that Patreon. You can win something every month, so you got to get on there.
Every month you get something.
Every month you get something. And my man Quick Draw pops in from time to time when he has time jumping planet to planet. He'll pop in every once in a while on the Barbarian Horde. Go follow my man. He's got some cool stuff. We'll talk about that here at the end. What he's got coming up. And yeah, man, thanks for joining us tonight, you guys. Definitely appreciate
absolutely.
it.
Collector's
All
Conquest Day. Quick draw. Pew pew.
Nice. All right, you guys ready for this giveaway?
Good luck, y'all.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
3, 2, 1, and go. We need giveaway music. Strange dog.
All right, we
Strange
appreciate
dog.
it.
Oh man, we got to give him the butt action. There you go, Strange dog.
There you go.
All right.
I know he commented in the chat one of his worst times is when he let one rip on a live stream. He was so embarrassed.
Listen, I've seen people
Nice.
sleep on live stream. I mean, they do everything happens. What was that?
You never know.
Composer was always falling asleep on a live stream.
No,
And
Lord.
funny
Falling
enough-
asleep.
Funny enough, it happened on that Shortbox Padawans channel with Elizabeth.
Nice.
Dang.
All right, Strange dog.
Not a
So
strange
Ben
dog.
10 soda has been taken. You
That's
got
right.
Mystery, you got all kinds of goodies. Take your pick.
You gotta go for the
Let's go,
mystery,
let's
man.
go.
Go for the mystery.
Yep.
Yeah, because
One of these times it's not going to be good though.
He didn't
I'm
want
telling
to
you.
scurry for nothing.
It's going to be like a can of tuna one of these times.
It might be.
It's
It might be.
His underwear. The ones after he ate the
No, you got to
sugar-free
pay
gummy
for that.
bears.
You have to pay
Yeah,
for that.
yeah,
That's a different
extra.
channel. That's a completely
Oh,
different
okay.
channel.
I'm sorry. I thought he was giving those ones away. but-
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, you don't want
Is
those
he even
on
still
these.
here?
It might not be. I haven't seen
I
chat
don't
in
know.
a while.
I'm going to give you the timer. I'm going to give
Oh,
you the
is he
timer.
not? I
Mm-mm.
thought he did- Oh, no, he hasn't said anything.
No, he hasn't said anything yet. He might have to.
Oh, man.
I'll give you about 30 more seconds now.
Timer's
You can't
on.
have this.
Better say something now, Ian.
There's the
Speak
timer.
forever. Hold your peace.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
We put 5 minutes?
No,
No, we'll count it. We'll just count it. I need to be able to keep track.
We could probably send him a message on freaking Instagram for all
I
that.
could send him a whole message and call him or
I
drive.
couldn't find the 30-second timer. And 30 seconds. Oh, snap. Oh, you ain't saying nothing. Not the good.
Oh dear, you got dusted, man. Sorry about that. Well, come back next week. Try again. All right, let's run it again, then, my friend. Let's run it again.
Man.
Probably took an elbow from the top rope. Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah, okay.
You
barely
like
made it, buddy.
You.
You're so lucky. Chase a little slow.
Good thing you gave me that 30 seconds.
Missed the box. All right, let's go ahead. Center screen this thing.
Or like me, I'm sometimes cooking dinner and then I gotta stop, dry my hands.
All right.
There you go.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, crossover! Love those pops.
Infinity.
Those are actually really cool, man.
Madam Hell.
Oh yeah.
Will you like that one?
Madam Hell.
Very cool.
All right.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now you know the drill. Hit Barbarian up on his Instagram. Remind him of what you have won, and hit him with your latest address. And don't put your real name. You can't send it to Strange Talk. All right.
Yeah. I think I may have it, but if you could remind me, that helps me for sure, and I'll make sure to get it out.
Definitely helpful. Copy and paste. It's the way to go. It's the way to
There you
go.
go.
Once again, we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. Excellent show, guys. I had
All
fun.
right.
Did you guys have fun? I had fun.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I'm just waiting to see what drama shows up tomorrow now.
I'm gonna check my DMs in the morning. I'm gonna shut my phone down.
That's why I didn't say.
That's why you didn't say.
That's why I wasn't talking.
That's why I went with freaking
Good
popcorn flicks. I went with popcorn flicks.
It's long gone. It ain't coming back.
I think most of the ones they're gone too. So
for sure.
All in good fun. Yeah.
I hope you guys in the chat had fun hanging out with us tonight. Definitely come back Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, for an all-new Barbarian Horde variety show. You never know who could pop in. You never know who could stop by. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We hit you with our little sayings, our little hashtags, our little things that we do at the end of our videos, and then we head on out of here. Hopefully you guys, if you're new to the show, you're hitting that subscribe notification bell. And if you haven't already, you better be hitting that thumbs up before you leave. All right, let's see. Let me get lined up so we get out of here. All right, go ahead and hit them with the hashtags. Let's go.
Keep on rocking.
All right, quick draw.
Hashtag see you later. Oh.
Hey, I like it. Stay
Pretty
on the planet. Right.
Yeah.
Join the kingdom, be the kingdom. Good hunting, everybody.
Goodbye from the Bearded Barbarian.
Catch you next time.